Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Saki here, and today is a very special day because today marks the first day of the IDV balance changes. Guys, this game doesn't get updated at all. Okay, I'm just kidding. This game doesn't get balanced at all. So, it's really exciting that we finally got a balance change. Guys, we got a couple really cool characters that got changed, and one of them is Weeping Clown. I'm going to start out with the most interesting one. I think the most interesting change has got to be Weeping Clown. Weeping Clown, finally the survivor that I was so excited for on the first day, and it's just been so garbage since then. He's just a complete joke. He finally got buffed! Woo! Let's go! Weeping Clown got buffed. So, if you don't know what Weeping Clown's buff is, let me show you, because he got three. He got three different buffs. Okay, let's go Weeping Clown first. This mercenary stole my skin. Okay. Oh, this guy also got buffed though. Okay, but we're not gonna play him today. We've already played him enough. He also got some really good buffs as well. What the hell? That's not supposed to be showing up. Why is the game? Oh, the game actually looks a little bit cut off. We're gonna fix that in a bit. But first, hold up. Can you actually even see the game? The game looks fine. First of all, let's talk about Weeping Clown, alright? Weeping Clown is kind of trash. Yes, the screen is definitely cut off, but it's okay. Weeping Clown sucks, alright? But first of all, just for starters, let's talk about his ability cooldown. It used to be 20 seconds. That's way too long for such a garbage ability. So, it's 16 now. That's a pretty good change. Okay, it's kind of cut off. Okay, hold up 1 second. But yes, they actually changed Weeping Clown to have 16-second cooldown instead of 20. Now, it's a good start. It's a good start. I don't think it's gonna. I think he needed a little bit more than that. But listen, it's a start. All right. We know the devs love to take their time. We know the devs don't want to change the meta because the devs are I'm sure the devs are trying, right, guys? But anyway, devs are trying their best. Not really. But anyway. That's good enough for now. I'll change it later. But that's the first buff. The second buff, he actually gets on his rocket faster. I don't know if you guys noticed it right there when I got on it. He gets on his rocket way faster now. Before it was like half a second longer than what it is now. Now the turning still sucks, but that's where the third buff comes in. This one is gonna be the biggest difference maker, guys. The rocket starts off fast and then slows down instead of being the same speed the whole time. Look at how fast I'm going with this rocket. You go so much faster now with the rocket. Now the thing is, the longer the rocket goes, the slower it gets. But I swear, I'm telling you guys, I mean, I didn't test it, but the moment the rocket gets like 20%, I swear that was the old speed of the rocket. The old speed of the rocket wasn't that much different from the Hunter's speed. This you can clearly tell you're going to be going way faster than the Hunter. Like, that's comparable to a Dream Witch speed right there at the start. And right here, this is where you start seeing it slow down. This feels like the old rocket. So, the rework to make it go from fast to slow feels more like very fast to regular speed. So, I'm really looking forward to the Survivor. I think he's going to be a lot better now. It still really is finicky because every once in a while you get like in a situation where maybe it won't be as easy to turn. But there's usually in this game, there's not like any crazy turns. Like right here, that would be a pretty sad time with the rocket because right there, you guys saw, there's no way I can make that turn. I have to just look over the rocket. But it's fine because we got most of the rocket, and now that most of the fast speed is packed towards the beginning, we got most of the rocket value anyway. Because towards the end, it anyway slows down. So I'm really happy that they didn't do some. They could have easily done some BS where the rocket speeds up a lot towards the end, and it's just not possible to turn around with the rocket that long and still keep it in certain situations. So I'm very happy that they not only made it faster, but they made it faster at the beginning so that it actually is logical to have a rocket and use it in a kite. Realistically, in almost every single situation, you're going to get most of the rocket's fast speed value before you end up having to ultimately throw it out because maybe there's like a turn you can't make, or I mean maybe there's a Hunter ability in your way. Either way, you got most of the value out at that point. So that's what I really care about. That's what I'm most looking forward to. If you guys are excited, drop down a like, drop down a comment, because we're going to be playing Weeping Clown, and we're going to see how it goes. Maybe we'll get some bad survivors, but maybe there's some good survivors online. Any good survivors online? Nope. Ollivander's a good survivor, though. He's a little bit low tier, though. I can't play with him. Alright, I don't think we do. We have Norton Campbell. I haven't played with him. Alright. We're gonna start off. Is it already the last week of the season? No, it's not. Is it? I can't even tell. I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not. Oh, 6 days until season 33 begins. Man, is it just me or do these seasons feel way faster? Probably just me. Alright, but new season in 6 days. Wow. Can't wait for another season of fun. So much fun. Okay, how did I fix this before? Because right now this screen sucks. I'm not gonna NGL you guys. Actually looks good. How did I do that? It actually like fits, the whole screen fits. I didn't have to cut anything off. That's really nice. Alright, anyway. Here we go. I actually did have to cut off a little bit, actually, now that I think about it. Oh no, I should have banned Hellenberg Clown, because they already banned it. It's guaranteed to ban Opera Singer and whatever the other star was. They're banning Rescuers, but guess what? We don't care. Those days are over. It's like he's not going to be rescuing. It's probably like some Hellenberg or some Bonbon or something like that. It's probably Hellenberg. Chances are it's Hellenberg, most likely. A little bit unfortunate because I don't really think Weeping Clown's ability is going to be that good against Hellenberg. Because the way Hellenberg kills you is by not breaking a pallet or window. That sounds so stupid to say. Obviously, Saki, no hunter wants to break pallets or windows. That's how every hunter is going to hit you. But with Hellenberg, he literally has no abilities to go through walls. And so the main way Hellenberg kills you is by putting on Hunt, which is like an ability that speeds you up when you don't do anything for a long time. When you don't break or vault anything, and you actually get sped up. And it's way easier to hit someone because of that. So our ability of just running away from the hunter isn't really going to do much. Because obviously, he's fine with me running away because he's charging up his Hunt. And then by the time my rocket runs out, he'll have fully charged up Hunt. It'll be way easier to kill me. So, okay, we don't have any tide turners. Good to know. So that is something to be careful of. That we have to make sure we are watching out for. That if we use the rocket, there's a good chance I might just even use the rocket just to stun him. Because if you stun the hunter, then the hunt also disappears. So I'm thinking we might do that. Okay, now the screen is a little bit too big, but it's alright. It could also just not be a Hellenberg. It could just be a weird hunter. Maybe. I don't see any hunter. Is it... Normally I would see a shadow by now. That's kind of weird. Hunter's nearby? Oh, the hunter just slid by me. It's a spider? Is that a spider? It's a spider. The spider buff. The spider... You guys remember that spider buff that she got a few weeks ago? What happened with that? Or was it a few months ago now? It really doesn't feel that long ago. I guess it was pretty long ago because they made a new balance changes. I know the devs. They put out like semi-annual balance changes, like 2 times a year. So it must have been in like February or like March, something like that. That's still not that long ago compared to... Usually they put out balance changes like December and then don't do anything until July. Okay, so it is a spider. Didn't mean to miss the calibration, but now that I did, we can clearly see it's a spider. Stun the hunter with an explosion and immediately complete a rescue on time. Is this the annoying... Is this the annoying deduction that they finally fixed? Because I remember Weeping Clown... Oh, no. I think it was Professor? I don't remember who, but someone had an impossible deduction. I think it was Weeping Clown. I think Weeping Clown had an impossible deduction where it was like stun the hunter within 5 meters. And you would do it and it would never count. Okay, who's rescuing though? Flare gun. Remaining 1. Okay, but that doesn't tell me if you're rescuing. I have to literally see that you're walking to the chair. Okay. So she is rescuing here. The spider song? Yes, the spider song. One thing about Weeping Clown, that I still don't know if I agree on, I don't think he needs a decode debuff. Why does this guy have a decode debuff? I don't think he should have a decode debuff. He's got like all thumbs, terrible with machines, coding speed is decreased by 10%. Come on. Why would he be terrible with machines? I guess maybe because he's a hunter. I don't know. Professor doesn't decode slower. Okay, he does when he removes skills though. Did she shoot? There's no way she shot and she died that fast. Did she actually shoot? Don't get hit by that. Are you kidding me? I saw that a mile away and I'm not even him. Oh my god, bro. We're playing with some trash skins. We usually get a handful of balance changes every season. Really? Since when? Since when did they do that? 65%. I guess there's really no advantage to sending energy other than maybe bait the hunter into breaking the connection. And that way prisoner might actually get some transition time. It's really not worth it because we anyway have to go walk up to the cipher. It doesn't give us anything. We only lose decode by transmitting when we anyway have to walk up to it later. Is he gonna break it now? Alright, okay, sure, whatever. I guess we get a lot of time out of that now. Yeah, but prisoner died near instantly though. I'm not gonna win a match to win the first kite. I mean, the first kite wasn't that bad, but obviously we need a little bit of a rebound on the second kite, and we didn't get close to that. We just got prisoner being prisoner. Man, who remembers when this window was like farther to the left? Does anyone even notice that window was actually closer to the door than it used to be? That was a balance change at some point. I remember reading about it. Okay, are you gonna come back here? I would love a rocket stun. But it's so hard. That's like the problem. We still slow her down. She still got slowed down there, but that's part of the problem with what's his name? With Weeping Clown. I should have body blocked for him right there. That's part of the problem with Weeping Clown, is that I don't have really good mobility, so it's kind of trash in that situation. Is she gonna like shoot through the window here? Okay. That's really annoying. Not a whole lot I can do about that. That's a good play from her. It's just like with Ripper. Okay, now what? Is she gonna like shoot web at me? We can still make the rescue though. Even though maybe I can like rescue here, but this is so bad. This is such a bad pallet because the problem with that pallet is that if you stand next to it, they can still hit you on the other side. So it's like such a YOLO pallet. Like that's the one issue. We could like try to harass her, but again, our ability lacks mobility. That's always going to be an issue. I mean, I don't see anything wrong giving him forward mobility. Why does forward get to have the mobility he does, but not Weeping? I don't get it. The problem is that she could just drop this other... Not drop, but break this other pallet. We in trouble. We in big trouble. Yeah, it's just a very easy spit for her right there. Maybe we should have shot her with a rocket right before I vaulted that. Instead of just hoping that we'll finish the vault in time. I actually wasn't sure though. I wasn't sure if we could vault in time and dodge. But no, we definitely were not able to. Psyche, who are you maining right now and why? Oh yikes, Psyche run. I don't really main any particular survivor. I played the game so long. I played the game for so long that it's unreasonable to have a main. Like, why stick to one survivor is what I'm trying to say. I can tell you what survivors I've played for multiple months. Almost, like, some of them years, even. I have played, let me think of every single survivor. I have played for years or months on end. Mercenary, Coordinator, Perfumer, Seer, Gravekeeper, First Officer at this point, Patient, Thief, who else? There's like a couple other survivors that I'm forgetting. I don't even remember. Any survivor that was S tier or almost S tier. That's the survivor that I played a lot of. And those are good survivors to get used to. Now, because I've played the game for literally years and years and years, ever since it came out, I have different standards of what's considered a main. For example, for me, maining a survivor for a season doesn't really count as maining for me, because 3 months is really considered to me nothing compared to the experience I had with other characters. So I guess like we could look through the book and I'll tell you the full list of characters that I played for a long time. Okay, so those would be Thief, Magician, Mercenary, Coordinator, Mechanic, back when she was good. She's garbage now, so I don't play her. I remember for a short time period back when Mind's Eye was a decent survivor. I would play Mind's Eye every once in a while on Hospital. Back when Hospital had double windows on Birdcage and had 2 pallets on the upstairs floor. Yes, I said that right. Upstairs floor, not downstairs. Let's see. What else? What else? Mind's Eye doesn't really count, but the thing about Mind's Eye is that what is there to learn about Mind's Eye? If you know how to rock kite, you could really play Mind's Eye. But Perfumer, I've played a lot of. I've played a ton of Seer, which is blocked right now. Acrobat, First Officer, Gravekeeper. I know when Painter came out, I played a ton of Painter back when he was broken, so I have a lot of Painter experience. Would I say I have months and months and months of experience with him like the other survivors? No. But I played him almost every single time back when he was one of the best survivors, and I would have continued to play him. Psychologist, Patient, Composer, I guess you could put on that list. And right now, the biggest one I'm focusing on is Fire Investigator at the time. Those are the survivors that I played for a long, long time. Those were my main survivors that I played. But the thing is, you could put me on other survivors, and I would do just as good, because those survivors play almost identical to the survivors I've already played, or they just don't have anything special about them going on to make them unique, to give them an edge when you play them. So, like, let's say Lawyer. Okay, Lawyer has barely been buffed. In the grand comparison of things, Lawyer has only been good for less than a year. Maybe a year. I don't remember how long he's been good. Ever since his buff, people have been using Lawyer, right? And I haven't played a ton of Lawyer, per se, but I can still play Lawyer extremely well. Why? Because Lawyer is all about rotation. Lawyer is all about rock kiting, and what you need to do with every single survivor if you're going to be good with any of them. You need to know how to rock kite, you need to know how to rotate, you need to know where the hunter is going to want to go. That's the essence of Lawyer. Is that unique to Lawyer? No, that's just something you learn from playing the game. But does that mean I'm bad at Lawyer? No, not at all. In fact, the very opposite. I'm great at Lawyer. But that's because Lawyer doesn't have anything like useful, or not useful, anything unique about him. Another survivor, let me think of another survivor that I barely play, but I'll be just fine with. Barmaid. Barmaid. What's so hard about Barmaid to play? Not really. All you need to know is that you need to drink your drink as soon as possible. Every once in a while, you might need to know how to cancel your animation, your hit animation, so that you can drink it faster. That's really the only skill involved with Barmaid. Besides that, knowing how long your speed drink lasts and all that stuff, there's not a whole lot else to go on with Barmaid, and for that reason, Barmaid is just another survivor that I can play really well. Not because I've made her, but because she has just nothing going for her that is very mechanical intensive. Nothing very, like, nothing that you have to plan out, like, when are you going to do something, what are you going to do. The biggest skill thing I would give her is knowing when not to drink the drink. I've seen a lot of people drink the drink at a bad time. Okay, that's a great example of how not to play Barmaid. But usually that's not something to worry about when you just start playing Barmaid, because if you know how to play this game, if you know what areas you're going to live in, when areas you're going to die in against the hunter you're up against, then you're just not going to drink the drink. You didn't need to play Barmaid to know that. Are we going to get blinked here? I'm not going to get blinked here. But he does have the card trick that does absolutely... Oh, he missed the blink. We should have been dead there, but you know what? We'll take it. I definitely don't want to kite next to a survivor right now. We're just gonna guarantee that they get away. We're not gonna take any chances. Literally his only form of coming back right now is finding someone knocked down. Nothing else. And that was a really good rocket. That was a really good rocket. Did it make a huge difference there in the grand scheme of things compared to the old Weeping Clown? Probably not. Probably not, if I'm being honest. But it was still really good there. It was still amazing. I still thought the buff there is great. It gave us a lot of distance, broke free from the rest of the survivors. Now there's not a whole lot this hunter can do right now. He's just kind of forced to chase after me. Now there's always this thing about Photographer, where Photographer does have a huge advantage because his raw stats are so good. Photographer's just raw kiting stats are so good. It's really hard to kite out Photographer because he just breaks pallets faster, he walks a little bit faster than other hunters, so we're going to have to use our ability in times like that, but otherwise we should be mostly fine. Oh no, this is a bad situation. That was a really bad swing. We're still in a bad situation though. You know what, we're just going to take it to go to a ship and we're just going to redo this whole loop all over again. Again, you guys are saying that, you know, it's not exactly like the best survivor, don't get me wrong. Weeping Con isn't like exceptional or anything like that, but he's definitely not bad. He's definitely not bad. I'm gonna give him that. No card trick, okay. Oh, I forgot he broke this pal. I was going to use a pal boost. Okay, we're dead here. I forgot that he broke this pal. Unless we can... No, we're not going to reach it. We're going to get hit here. Unfortunately. That was a little bit of a mistake by me. I forgot he broke that pal just in the middle of all that talking. Okay, that was really sad, but at least we got a lot of decode out of it. And at this point, he probably has his second blink up very soon, so... Alright, that's a little bit of a shame. Took a really dumb hit there. Weeping Clown, I'm not gonna lie, Weeping Clown did not give as much distance as I thought there. Maybe he has Hunt, or something like that, because I thought we would have a little bit more distance than that, if I'm gonna be honest. Every single time I used that rocket, you guys saw he was like basically right next to us, so... we'll see here, we'll see. She is gonna get a kind of a free rescue, not really. At least she can rescue again, but this journalist not gonna really help us rebound. In the whole whoa, Dreamwitch is out there. What's good, Dreamwitch? So yeah, we're just gonna sit here, make the chair as long as possible. The hit doesn't matter here at all because he already has full presence on top of that. I'm not really sure which one is better. I'm not really sure if it's better to go over there or in this corner. I don't really know. It might be better to die in that corner because they're in the water longer, but they're also closer to the chair. So, not really sure. Okay, we really need a rebound here. I wish Shannon Small just like brought her bees the first time here. But yeah, if we die here, it's kind of like a learning experience. You know, this is it's like something to know about Weeping Clown is that we didn't actually get as much distance as I thought, and so... Oh no, she's actually not gonna make it now. What is she doing? Seriously? Seriously, bro? Why? Dude, some people are just so bad, bro. I'm over here nagging on myself for like a 120-second kite over a single mistake, and she's over here getting hit out in the open, not rescuing. Psyche, also, why don't you try to get Photo World if you get hit? Ah, that's a good point. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. You're right. I should have done that. You're right. Is the buff noticeable? I think it is noticeable. I think it is noticeable. It's not like you had to read the patch notes. You can definitely notice that the rocket is way faster when you first start out with it. But I am a little bit worried because that was like just a photographer and like he doesn't have any abilities to snipe us out. It's also we were kind of on a garbage map. I'm not gonna lie. Lakeside is a really garbage kiting map against hunters who have fast pallet breaking, and so unless you have some get far quick abilities or some abilities that make you take multiple hits and force the hunter into recovery, survivors like Weeping Clown or very baitable survivors like Professor where he can just swing away and he uses his ability, those are a lot weaker survivors because they don't really do either. They don't get instant distance, they don't take multiple hits. I was really hoping that with Weeping Clown's buff we would see a lot more distance there, but we didn't get that much. So I'm almost thinking he might have had Hunt. I could have sworn we should have had more distance there. It's very likely that he had Hunt, though. I guess it makes sense. He is playing Photographer. He is just raw chasing me. I think we also could have taken a little bit better of a route there. The only reason I didn't take that big bow window immediately when I first went to big boat again is because I didn't have my window boost up. If I had my window boost up immediately, I would have taken it. I would have taken that window, but I actually ignored it because I know if we take it, then it's going to make the second window really bad, and obviously I can't retake the first window that I just took because his footstep card trick will be on it. So a lot of information in a small amount of time period. Is this the real Numer? Does Numer have a Chinese symbol in front of his name? But yeah, that's the thing with we're definitely I should have taken Shed. I didn't think she wouldn't take Shed. Win tie loss is not win tie loss. Yeah. I think we did lose the first game. I'm pretty sure we'll tie the second match. If they don't tie that second match against that photographer, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, what's up, Numer? Welcome. It is you. Okay. Let's get this win. We got this. Oh, shoot! Where did the hunters spawn? This is actually really important. Okay, graveyard. Graveyard. This is like a spawn that matters a lot to know where the hunters spawned. Because I want to know if I need to go left or right. It's a Naiad. Okay. But not a Naiad that's going to me. Naiad going on someone else. Can Weeping Clown beat out Naiad with his rocket? I don't know. Can he? I have a crazy idea, but I'm really scared to try it. We could, now that Weeping Clown got his launch animation buffed, he launches the rocket way faster out of his hand. Like, just starting up the rocket is way faster now. So we could trigger it and then throw it at the hunter immediately when she returns her harpoon so that she can't basic hit us. That way we stun her for 2.5 seconds, and we get a speed bonus for 2.5 seconds. If we're close enough to her. Which, if we're going to shoot her right in the face, right in front of our face, then yes, we will get both. We'll get the stun and we'll get the speed up. So that would be really nice. Weeping Clown is also a support character, technically. Every once in a while, it could be really good. I find that with the rocket, it's usually way better with the rocket to just stun the hunter straight up than to try to carry the person with you. Because every time I've done that, we don't really go that far. The hunter just follows us, okay? And by the time the rocket runs out, the hunter is only like a couple meters away. I mean, that photographer game was a great example. We used our rocket to run away. What happened? We just kind of took the problem to a new area. We didn't really solve the problem. If you stun the hunter, though, you give him distance. You give him leeway to go where you want. I guess with the rocket, she might go after me here. Honestly, she does go after me. Okay, she is gonna leave now, though. That's okay. Oh no, I was hoping. Okay, that's fine too. I was hoping that with that perfumer. Oops, sorry. My bad. I should have given myself the speed bonus and not left like that. Left the rocket hanging like that. There was no reason of coming to the Cypher because Prisoner just finishes it. Man, that's the other reason why I hate Prisoner. It's so hard to tell sometimes if they're actually like gonna finish it or not. If people ping, though, it's a lot easier to tell that way, though. I'm guessing we're gonna rescue here. We got a Lucky Guy, we got a Prisoner, Weeping Clown, Perfumer. We're probably gonna end up rescuing here, unless Lucky Guy wants to. I don't think so. I don't think he will. I really don't think he will. We don't really have Tide Turner. I don't think it's going to matter. Now, we do give a nice stun. 2.5 seconds stun is not that bad. It's pretty hefty. It's a hefty amount of stun time. She could definitely rebound and reach that church window with something like that. We could also stun the hunter in front of her face when she's trying to pressure for a terror shock. So we could do that as well. We're going to rescue. We can actually make the rescue. That's why I went for that. And then we can stun her for an extra 2.5 seconds. I knew we would make the rescue. I know she can blink, but I also know that we can make the rescue before she swings. Or maybe we wouldn't have. Maybe I just got lucky. I was pretty confident. Unfortunately, we were not able to get behind that wall. But it's okay. At this point, she switched targets. At this point, as long as that Lucky Guy pops a Cypher, which he is going to be able to, or just Prisoner pops it for him, that also works. Prisoner being really nice this game. Prisoner working out really well for us. Usually not a very good survivor. But this game, he's getting so much value popping. I mean, already popping one Cypher without anyone being on is so much value. Popping it twice, like, look at how much time he saved. Now he doesn't have to walk to that Cypher. Hopefully, like, he can perfume here or something. Okay, now the perfume sucks, though. No, that doesn't do anything, dude. Okay, there we go. That explains a lot. That was a really good play from Barry. Okay. I don't know if it was necessary to shoot the gun and flywheel. I would have just shot the gun and rescued, personally, and saved the flywheel. Because I think about it. We have borrowed time. We don't really need him to keep me full health. It's nice, though. It's nice. I appreciate it, but I'm also worried a little bit about the Lucky Guy, because Lucky Guy is Lucky Guy. He's going to be a little bit weaker at kiting. Maybe I'm the weaker at kiting here now that I think about it. Honestly, I might. I genuinely might be the weaker kiter here. Let's just avoid the hunter. Just as long as we go around the hunter, I'm not really scared. Because she has to choose one of us. She can't choose both of us. So as long as we don't go next to each other, we're fine. That's kind of my job, though. It's not his job. His job is to just kite. Our job is just stay away from him, so. I know I'd be seeing some people, like, run next to the kiter, and they be getting mad at the kiter for kiting. Like, kiter has to survive. Kiter has to survive somehow. Oh, wow, we got a lot of points there. Got a nice win with Numer. Collab with Numer for one game. These corn things are back. They're bamboo shoots, but they look like corn. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay. Did we just get +7 for a tie? No way. Oh, it's because losing streak ended. I got a little bit for solo bonus. I got a little for cross-platform. I'm not going to count these last 3, so I actually should have gotten +4. That's still decent. Honestly, it's a photo. We should have won that game, though. I mean, meanwhile, this guy only got +2, though. It is better to play on... If you're trying to rank up, it is better to play on PCQ as a mobile player. Because you get extra points like this with like cross-platform. And I think it's so dumb with the devs. I don't think cross-platform points should be a thing. I don't think at all. I don't think it's a good advantage. Like, okay, who cares that you're going to play Lizard on PC? It's not that much different. A mobile player can learn Lizard on just like on PC. Yeah, it takes more time. Maybe it's a little bit harder. I actually don't know who this... Okay. I can see their name in the chat, though. It doesn't show their name to me in the room. Why not, though? Because I don't think it's a valid advantage. I don't think playing on PC is a big advantage at all. I don't think it's any advantage. Like, so what they can play Clown or Wheel better? You see mobile players doing just as good, if not better, with those controls. It literally does not matter how you play this game. I just see it as free points. Now, if it's like Lizard, great! Lizard sucks, though. Lizard's not a good hunter. Lizard's a very weak hunter compared to all the other hunters you could be playing. So, I don't think it should be a thing. Oh, why not Champs 4 stack? I do think Champs should 4 stack. Did someone else say that they shouldn't? Okay, a little bit out spawn. It doesn't really matter where we spawn. We could spawn here, we could spawn ruins, or we could spawn here. The rocket is best in an open area. In an area we can easily transition to hospital. An area without walls is best. This is probably the best area to spawn, because if we spawn ruins, there are walls in the way. I know there's like fence gates circling all around hospital. All around hospital, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's like metal fences all around the hospital. And no one ever notices them because you can easily walk around them, but with Clown, it suddenly becomes a nightmare. You really notice these things a lot more when you play stuff like Weeping Clown or like Clown as a hunter. Man, I don't think that not only should you not be able to force stack, I think you should also be able to start. I think not only should you be able to force stack, you should be able to still ban players from matching with them for the week. You should be able to do that at every tier. I don't understand why that's big of an issue. Like, who's he gonna bother? Okay, no one is there. I didn't really... Not gonna lie, I wasn't really paying attention to where the hunter spawned. Okay, no one is pinging anything either. That's the annoying part. This is why you have to pay attention, because people are not gonna help you out. There we go. I figured it was shed. I had a feeling it was ruins, but I couldn't remember because I was in the middle of saying something. Alright. You think they're worried about longer queues? No one is complaining about longer queues. The only people complaining about longer queues are the elks and mammoths, who have survivor bans, by the way, who have the ability to ban other people. So no, I don't think that's a good excuse. Alright, so yeah, I'm giving you a chance to yap. What's the buff on Weeping Clown? I really don't want to say it again. Usually this is the part where I just tell the person to go look at the beginning of the stream because I literally showed it in a match. How's Seki not getting carpal tunnel playing all these games? It's just a casual 20,000 games on an E5. Nothing crazy. 54%? I wonder if customs count. If customs don't count, then there's a lot more in that case. Maybe at least 1,000 more. One thing's for sure, though. No one has Tide Turner. I don't have Tide Turner. I doubt Prisoner has Tide Turner. I don't think Fire Investigator will either. He actually makes this before I have, which is really nice. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. What's better, a window boost or a pallet boost? It really depends on where the pallet and windows are facing. The pallet is facing into a corner, this window is facing towards hospital, so the window boost is going to be better here. The only problem is that it's Geisha. So against exactly Geisha, the way you want to use your boost is you want to vault something and then get around a corner. So in this case, the pallet boost would be better if we were to get teleported on. But if we were to just have the hunter follow us... Well, no, because then she could still go on the inside. We definitely want to make this rescue, by the way. Why would she leave the cowboy? I guess she couldn't find the... I guess she couldn't find it, maybe? Yeah. I have to hurry up here. She's probably going to do that dumb geisha trick. Yep, she is. We got to go sooner than later. It's okay. That chair timer was running really close. Maybe we can, like... Oh my god! Yes! Let's go! Okay, now I'm worried I'm going to die, though. But he died, unfortunately. I wish we had more chair time. If we had more chair time, I wouldn't have to do that. He almost survived there. That's really sad. He almost survived there. That really sucks. Yeah, we just don't have time to bait the drop down and still get it before half. I know that we can get it if we just accept it, and chances are prisoner will live because there's a pallet right there. If prisoner gets no recovery hit, then I will probably not take a hit, I guess. Okay, she just used a dash here, so you know what I want to do? I want to snipe her with a rocket if she dashes towards me. I'm thinking that'll be a good play. Because what else are we going to do with this rocket? Oh, please before half. Okay, nice. Thank goodness. Hold up. We still don't have good ciphers, though. Cowboy has to have another cipher. I'm grabbing this butterfly right away, by the way. So we don't want to get that. Oh, we can actually prevent the dash. Oh, no. Do I have to do this? I think No! I'm just going to body block. Cipher body blocked. Okay, Hunter changed target. That's really sad. Cipher body blocked. That's really annoying. Okay, it's whatever. That might actually cause us the game now, though. Because imagine, he would have lived otherwise, I would have been alive. I had to die for him. And if I didn't die for him, then he'd die on the cipher and we'd anyway have to leave it. I guess it might be better. No. Look at how long they're rebounding, though. It probably was worth to body block there. Especially because I see Cowboy being right there. If it was just Prisoner, I probably wouldn't body block there. But I see Cowboy's there. I mean, Cowboy could balloon rescue. But I don't really want him balloon rescuing on my cipher. Because if we just let the Prisoner die, well, now they're going to be harassing on my cipher. And that's tough. So he drops. Dude, by the way, Cowboy got a huge buff. We're going to need to go back to playing Cowboy. Because that was the one thing keeping me off of Cowboy. Oh, man. Imagine if we pop the cipher. Okay, we're going to pop it here. Okay, so unfortunately, it turns out that it doesn't really matter that I died there. We need to grab this. There we go. Beautiful. Just to stop the dash. Because if someone picks up the butterfly and then starts looking at you with it, the dash is canceled. So that's what we did there. That's why that works. Because if someone looks at you without a butterfly, it doesn't do anything. But if you pick up the butterfly and then look at her, well, now someone is looking at her, so she's gonna get her dash stopped. She's also gonna be on cooldown, which is the other nice thing. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about a return to Cowboy. Here's the thing about Cowboy. Cowboy put me off for like a small reason, and then a way bigger reason put me off of Cowboy. And hold up, we gotta first make sure that... I don't know if we're gonna get a tie here. I mean, Cowboy got cheered really far away. Fire Investigator is gonna use his buff here to his... Unfortunately, she didn't get stunned by that. We anyway don't have a pallet. We are gonna die here, I'm pretty sure. Really sucks. We just barely didn't make the vault. Okay, hopefully she picks me up here. Yes, she does! Let's go. So now they actually have a chance to do the other gate now. Oh no. Cowboy's shadow is just gonna get seen and he doesn't even realize that. She obviously saw his shadow, right? If the yellow outline disappears, that means he's out in the open. From your perspective. Which means his shadow would be visible to the hunter if she looks in his direction. I guess she didn't look in his direction, though. He's dead. Unless he can lasso. If he lassos me... then the only thing that happens is we both go down. Man, maybe... Damn, that sucks. If I stunned that Geisha, we probably could have lived. He's still trying. Okay, I appreciate the effort, but I don't think it's going to work. We have that ball there. We're probably going to get farmed. Maybe we need to use the Fire Investigator to try to body block. We're really not able to go anywhere, though. Okay, that really sucks. Okay, he hit the hunter with a pallet. There's a chance. Okay, now I'm just gonna get targeted, though, right? Yeah, there she is. Can we make it, though? No, we're not gonna make it. We're dead here. Alright, really unfortunate. Even if Dungeon was here, I don't think we would live here. Against Geisha, this window's not gonna survive. Okay, but the other gate is almost open. Should be no problem for him to open at this point. It's alright. It happens. Made a mistake there on that cipher. That probably costed us this, It may not have costed us because you guys saw the fire investigator popped his cipher when prisoner was already dead. Had I not died there... Oh no, well, okay, well here's the thing. I'm over here saying that had I not died there, fire investigator cipher would have been the last one, and you guys saw fire investigator was only able to pop after the prisoner was already being chaired. But if I popped my cipher sooner, I did have one rocket available. I popped that cipher 30 seconds sooner because I wouldn't be spending it picking myself up. I could go up to the prisoner and then harass, and that probably would have bought us enough time to win. I think that was a game-losing mistake there. It didn't just end up with the tie; it ended up being a loss as well. That really sucked. Oh, because of that giant hitbox. Man, Clown has a huge hitbox as a hunter, and they did not take it away for his survivor. That's for sure. That's really sad. We're definitely not gonna ban Herman. Not a good hunter to ban. If you wanna be a hermit, just focus on what ciphers you are connected to. That's the cipher that will have all the progress. So it's not like your progress is going missing. Your progress is just going on the cipher. Obviously, though, that would require game sense, and I don't think the randoms have game sense. Hunters need to get 3 survivor bans? No. What the hell is that? That's like giving survivors a hunter ban. Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying to ban matching with a certain player. Okay. No, you mean banning survivors as in the banning phase. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Anyone with a stupid build? I love that they added this change. I could always spot out anyone with a stupid build, so I'm not surprised later. Pandas who ban Hermit? There should be like a tier below worker B, Panda. Hi Seki, hi chat, what's up? HVVEV? How you doing? It's like you should make a game sense video. It's so complicated. There's like there's some game sense that has to do with just every game, but the thing is that game sense has changed depending on the hunter you're up against, what survivors you guys are, what ciphers you guys have. For example, if you're playing Mercenary, the game sense choices always go to middle because you're never going to get chased at middle. Alright, but if you're playing something like Coordinator, then that wouldn't make any sense. So for me to say Rescuer should go do middle, that would be dumb if you were playing something like a Coordinator, or even sometimes a Gravekeeper as well. Gravekeeper has to be careful, and then if I make a video like that, some people might be thinking, oh, I'm a Rescuer, I can just do the cipher now because Psyche said so. I have people in my rescue guide. If you guys don't believe me, I have people in my rescue guide. One of the most asked questions is, what do I do if I'm not Mercenary? How do I rescue if I'm not Mercenary? Never once did I say in that guide, elbow pad to the chair. I always said the word, use your ability to chair. I never once said elbow pad. And people were still saying, what if I'm not playing Mercenary? Because they see me playing Mercenary. And they're like, oh, I have to be Mercenary to get this rescue off. Nothing about my character was limited to Mercenary is the thing. You could do it with every character, but... That's like something that's like really hard to tell though. If you're just starting out, that's not like something that you're gonna know. Are you gonna blink me here? I just don't want to risk a blink. That's why I did that. I'm not risking it. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit here now. Oh, I'm 100% getting hit. Oh! We're alive! I'm not even sure if we stunned the hunter behind the wall. I think all we did was slow her down. You hate banning decoders because they can just play another decoder. That's why you don't ban decoders, man. They're not really a very strong class of survivors. Decoders are the weakest class of survivors in the game. All of the decoders are the weakest survivors. They're not weak survivors. Their class, their role is the weakest. Their job of decoding but being high risk targets don't work in a game where they've now added extremely high mobility hunters who will very easily sniff you out. It's just not a good character to play nowadays. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you know? I'd love if she wasted her dash here, but she's obviously not going to do that. Guys, I'm trying to hit her with that rocket, but it's really hard. It's really hard. She's just really fast. I mean, the slowdown... Honestly, the slowdown was still really good there, but it's just not enough. You know, she just has so many abilities. She just has dashes on stack. At least we grabbed the butterfly there, so that's a start. Okay, but like, what are we supposed to do here? There's nothing we can do. She's always gonna glitch through with that Geisha buff that they did a while back. It was still a decent kite, considering the survivor we're playing. But the problem is we do need to do more ciphers. The first kite was like so bad. I'm like being put up to unrealistic expectations here. Having to completely carry a journalist who died practically instantly as a survivor who is very far down the tier list. We definitely got to do cipher here. The other thing is that when I'm doing that kite, only 2 people are decoding. Imagine if 3 people were decoding. We would easily have enough ciphers. But no. I don't think she's making it now. Maybe she has a window boost here. And then she could combine it with like a stun. No, she's next to the hunter. She's dead. I mean, what is she supposed to do? She's playing Enchantress. Like, there's nothing Enchantress can do about that. Okay, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea to leave her down, though. If she has sticker, she's picking herself up in time. Oh, this is still a really bad situation. Ugh! Okay, maybe she can still pick herself up. I'm pretty sure if she has stickers, she will pick herself up in time. I don't know if she had. Nope, she doesn't. I see that 74% healing. I'm like, yeah, it would have been 90 by now if she had sticker. I know Enchantress heals slower than other survivors. Yes, that is true, but sticker would cancel that out because I think you heal like what 20% faster with max sticker. So that would cancel it out. It would only take her 30 seconds to pick herself up, and she died right before Magician's Chair timer reached half, which means she would barely have enough time to actually pick herself up and rescue. But no, instead she was a few seconds behind. You stop paying attention for 2 seconds and everyone is dead. It's mostly just because of that first person. That first person, when they do a really bad cut like that, we have a lot to now carry. We have a lot to carry now on our shoulders. Because I'm playing like not the best survivor against the hunter we're up against. And she did a really bad kite, and we only have 2 people decoding now when I'm doing our rebound kite. So it was a good rebound, but it's just not enough because the first kite is just so garbage. Please, Saki, I have no game sense. Help me out. Game sense is something you learn from game to game. It's not something I can tell you like a true rule that works in every situation. It's not as simple as rescuing. Why are we banning Percy? What the hell? This is the people we be getting, man. It's not something that, you know, you can say all the time for every character. There's so many different forms of game sense. There's kiting game sense. There's rotation game sense. There is hiding game sense. And no, it's not limited to Explorer. There's common sense game sense. Like, no, hiding is not limited to just Explorer. Every survivor can hide and every survivor can do it well. There is cipher awareness game sense. What cipher did the rescuer do so that you know what to do next? There is cipher awareness while kiting. Where should you not go while you're kiting? There is well, I already kind of generalized with kiting game sense, but when I say kiting game sense, that's not limited to one category. Kiting game sense then branches out into even more categories, like when do you pallet stun? When do you drop the pallet? What area is good against Hunter? What area is not good against Hunter? Why is it not good against Hunter? What build do you have? And if you have the wrong build, then some areas might just be inaccessible to you. If you are kiting at Shed and you have Flywheel, you're probably not going to make it to Church because you don't have the window boost to reach it. But what if you're up against Photograph or something like that? Then you actually might reach it because he has nothing to stop you. Okay, but what if you're against something like Lizard? You're not making that because he's going to jump you and beat you out to it. So where should you go instead? You should probably stay at Shed because there's a lot of tall walls blocking his way to get a good jump on you. It's still going to be good, don't get me wrong. It's still not the best area to be in. But it would be better than running out in the open towards Church where against other hunters that would be a perfect thing to do. That was just... Those were... I just gave you like 5 different situations in just one area on one map with one build. And I didn't even get into what survivor you were playing. So it really depends. It really depends. But if I'm being super general about it, there's kiting, game sense, when do you, where do you kite? There's rescue game sense, when do you rescue? There's cipher awareness, what survivors are we doing, and what survivors should you take over or do next? This changes depending on where the survivor is getting chaired at and where they are going to plan to kite next. There is support game sense. There's a good time to support as a survivor, and there's a bad time to support as a survivor. There is last cipher awareness. When a hunter is on the last cipher, when do you leave it? When do you stay on it? I know I'm not answering these questions, but before I can answer any of them, you kind of have to know what your biggest options are. These are like the biggest things that can stop you in a game. These are the biggest game sense mistakes I see. People not knowing what areas are good against their hunter that they're playing against. People not knowing what strengths and weaknesses their survivor has against their hunter and how they can use it to their advantage with the area they're in. People not knowing when to rescue. People not knowing when not to rescue, and people rushing ciphers when there's one cipher remaining and that cipher's like an 89%. People will rush it and they'll die and they'll kill themselves, and you'll see all like 3-person games, just everyone dead on the server, and they all just get chaired because they try to rush the cipher. That's not the way to go. If you all spread out, then the hunter has to now follow you and leave the cipher, but he's not going to want to do that, so then in the meantime you're starting another cipher. That would be the good game sense decision, because hunter cannot protect more than one cipher. Unless they're Dream Witch, unless they're Shadow, and then you get into a lot more complicated game sense. Like, okay, well, should I do another cipher? If you're half health, you're probably going to die really easily. But if you haven't been on chair yet, then that might actually be worth it, because then if someone's camping the cipher, which requires game sense from their end to be next to the cipher and let yourself be the... Can we slow him down at least? Yes, we did slow him down. I'll take anything with Weeping Cloud. I should have gotten a direct hit on there. Okay, it actually didn't change anything, unfortunately. I was hoping that if she has, like, a speed up or something like that, but something like that would be great. Unfortunately, we did not. I guess in this situation, do we rescue or do we not? I'm going to say we don't rescue here. Why? Because we have multiple people at half health. It'll be very easy for the hunter to just kill one of us if we were all at half health once his cheerleader dies. Another thing, another reason why I'm not rescuing. How is this cheerleader going to survive? She's not going to survive. I'm going to take damage. She's going to immediately go down. He basically gets a free chair. Third reason, Psyche, if you're not going to rescue, why are you even staying here in the first place? Right? If you're not even going to rescue, why are you staying here in the first place? Because if I leave, he puts on an infinite rocket, and he's going to go... I forgot. He has a 6-second cooldown rocket. So we actually don't make that. Run! There's like 3 different... There's like, well, 2... There were like 2 game sense decisions there. Do we rescue and do we stay by chair? So I guess I'll talk about them right now. Why did we not rescue? Because we don't have enough ciphers and everyone else is injured. We should really be taking this time to reset, heal up. They did not do that, by the way, because they didn't have the game sense. But here's the other thing. We're also behind on ciphers. So, do we heal or do we do ciphers? Well, let me tell you right now, it really doesn't matter, because we pretty much lost. That's how bad of a situation we're in. That if that many people are injured, with that many ciphers left to do against this kind of hunter, no amount of game sense is gonna save you. There's also that kind of game sense. That's like, that game sense doesn't do anything for you, obviously. Like, okay, yeah, we lost. Okay. I was gonna find that out anyway. But, yeah. There's still a chance, if he somehow rebounds, and somehow gets away from the cipher, we could go do one of their ciphers that they were working on over there in that area. And maybe we could pop it. But, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that did not happen. Okay, the problem is he's gonna know I'm gonna do the same trick again. So I don't want to do it again. Okay, that didn't work. Let's just be happy that he missed his rocket. Don't worry, I also missed my rocket, man. It's all good. Found's a hard survivor to play on both sides. Why is he... I don't really know why he's dashing there. Does he think that he can beam me to this window if he breaks the pallet instantly? No, you don't. I already know that you don't. Okay, now we're kind of in this situation, though. He kind of made that easy, though. He vaulted the window. I think that was actually a bad play by me, because you know what's going to happen now? He's going to vault the sooner we're going to die. Maybe we can bait him? Wow, he's not going for any baits. I thought he would bait me to vault or something, bro. That sucks. So right there, that was actually a mistake by me going to use God Palette, because if he's a smart hunter, he'll note that I have nothing else to use to counter his dash. I should have accepted that we can't use God Corn. The moment he crashed right there at that window, that was my chance to go back because I know he's on a cooldown. And in that kind of area, we could drop that pallet. He still can't dash us. Then we could go over here and we'll have a much better chance of surviving a dash. Once his dash finally comes up off of cooldown. But like right there, we had no chance. We basically had a guess, which is not the best thing you can do. At least we had a pallet there, so we had a chance of surviving. The worst thing you can do, the absolute worst thing you can do is just run out in the open. Or misjudge that you could make something when really you couldn't. That's just something you're going to learn with experience. That, like, what you can and can't make from what distance. It's hard to stun with weeping. I mean, come on. That hunter's going blazing fast. I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it. There's also, like, the aspect of mind games that he could just mind game me. And, you know, there's not a whole lot I can do about it because I just don't have the mobility to counter the mind game is the problem. But yeah, Seki, what are you playing on? I'm playing on an iPad Pro. I don't recommend phone, but for some reason on Call of Abyss they all make the players use phones, and I absolutely hate it. I feel like they should get an option. Do you want to use iPad or phone? It's just a lot easier to look around with iPad than it is on phone. Isn't Smiley faster than Weepy? Anyways, yeah, a lot faster. So we really only have one way to use our dash, and that's to stun the hunter. Only problem with that is that when we do that, his dash goes on a 6-second cooldown instead of a 12. Because he got stunned inside of his dash. Don't get me wrong, it was still really good, but I did make a mistake there going to reception, forgetting that I can't actually make the window. Had I remembered that, then I would have stayed at the church window and at least stalled out a lot longer with my window boost before he could finally get a hit on me. Instead, I kind of made it very easy for him going to reception, because my plan was not to use the reception pallets. My plan was to use the reception window for the boost. Same exact idea, using window for a boost, but I was abusing the fact that he didn't have an ability by just walking. That's another kiting game sense thing. If the hunter doesn't have their ability up, because it's on cooldown and you just got rid of it, go ahead, walk in a straight line. Abuse the distance you just made before having to use your resources. You don't have to use your resources right away. I do recognize the spawn. We're going to spawn like this. Did I read this right? My Weepy got buffed. Is he good to me now? I think he's a lot better. I think he is a viable survivor, but I've been playing him, and against that one photographer match, I'll have to look back at that match. But every time we use the rocket, I thought we would get way more distance because the rocket speed got buffed majorly. Like, you get way more speed at the start of your rocket, and then it gradually slows down. Now, when I was trying it in practice mode, in customs practice, it seems like it's about the same. It honestly seems like the speed is about the same once it's near the end of the rocket. So it seems overall like a buff rather than like a change. Like, oh, you go fast at the beginning but slow, so overall it's the same. I do feel you get more distance than before. I'll have to check back on that photo though. I feel like he had Hunt. I feel like he shouldn't have. My big bag came back with food this time. We'll come back, Bree. But yeah, I'll have to look back that match. He also launches his rocket faster, so that when you use the rocket, you don't have to wait as long. And those two together combined make it so that it's a lot harder for Hunter to just snipe you out of the rocket, like with Bomb Bomb or Sculptor. Those two together with the faster speed, the faster animation when you like prepare the rocket, I guess I could say. When you press the ability, you have to prepare the rocket. They made that faster now. So I'm happy. I think it's a big step in the right direction. I just wish to just give him infinite mobility. I just want him to have forward mobility now. I think these were great buffs, but it doesn't really shoot the biggest problem with Weeping Clown. It shot a lot of major problems about him. The major problem about him was that you use the rocket, and because of how slow the rocket is, you usually don't get away from the Hunter before they like put an ability in your way, so you just have to either let go of the rocket or you take a hit. Hunter used Blink. Okay. This is a situation where... Okay, back to the game sense thing. This is a situation... and I'm not going to be able to talk much about kiting game sense. I kind of talked about it last game when I was kiting that clown. Kiting game sense. This is going to be more about a rescue game sense. Because right now, the kite is not in my control. This is kind of up to the other three survivors. So should we rescue here? And what cipher should we do? There's two things we should talk about here. Should we rescue? And what ciphers should we do? So the first answer is no. I would say we don't rescue here. Having everyone at full health after a person dies, this is a very safe situation for survivors. We also have 3 ciphers remaining. Now, I know last game we also only had 3 ciphers remaining, but the difference is we were all injured. So it's very easy to Hunter to chair one of us, and boom, who's going to rescue now? But in this case, with all of us being half health, it means that no matter who goes down, we're always going to have someone to rescue. Now, right there, I would say that's a mistake. Mercenary rescuing right there. I'm not seeing this cheerleader live for longer than 10 seconds. So is the 10-15 seconds she's going to kite going to be worth more than Mercenary going down health? No. Because now who's going to rescue? It's going to either be me or the lawyer, and we're going to have a slower decoder doing the ciphers now. So it's like a combination of like, okay, we need to think about our current situation. Okay, our current situation is that we're all full health. We can abuse this to our advantage for the future. Because right now in the future, we have to think about, cheerleader is out of this game. Alright, there's no way we can help this cheerleader anymore. So we need to think about us, the remainder of us that's remaining. We need to think about, okay, if we rescue here, what do we gain, what do we lose? We lost health, and we gained 15 kite time. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. He could have given Tinnitus, if he wanted to force him to be at the chair. But I also don't recommend that, because he's in an open area, so Hunter's easily going to see him out in the open. Now, it turns out, and this is a great example. What happened when he went for that rescue? It made him a very easy chase target. The Night Watch went after him. And I'm not going to lie, he should have lived longer than that because he is a mercenary after all. But keep in mind that what do hunters do when they get damaged on the rescuer like that, or any survivor in general? They snowball. They go follow that injured survivor so they can try to snowball and get a faster chase, so that now another person has to stop doing the cipher, and now I have to go rescue him because he got himself injured and made it a lot easier to knock him down. Now, you could say, well, Cheerleader bought a little bit of time, but compared to the time we would have gained if that mercenary just stayed at half health, he could have taken that hit to his advantage and taken it to a very good area. Compared to taking a hit for a Cheerleader who's also half health and not going to be able to take a hit without going down, it's a huge advantage to be at full health, because you get to choose where you want to kite now. Like, if you take a hit, you can use that to your advantage now. Let's see what he's going to do. Is that Cypher primed? It is primed. We're still in a really bad spot. I don't know if he's going to live here. He has an elbow pad, right? Yes, he does. Okay, problem right now is that is that he's next to the gate. I mean, he didn't really have anywhere else to go. We just got to go for the other gate. Game sense is telling me that what kind of hunter wouldn't... If the hunter has good game sense, he'll know he needs to go pressure that gate. And stop chasing the mercenary, because mercenary's not doing the gate anyway. He needs to go stop the person who is doing the gate, who's doing the objective. Alright, so my game sense is going to assume that he's going to be a good hunter. I already start running away from the gate, because I'm assuming he's going to stop that gate. And that we're anyway not going to be able to do the gate. What's going to happen if he goes after Lawyer? He's going to knock down Lawyer pretty quickly. Granted, he did get a blink out, which is pretty amazing. So now he can't teleport to my gate. And what's going to happen afterwards? He's going to get chaired on the gate. So he still can't do the gate even when he goes down. So this is something you would learn if you didn't already know this. If you didn't already notice, you'd probably go up to the gate. You'd probably try to finish it. You'd see the Lawyer go down. You obviously don't want to do the gate, but you're like, oh, but he's going to get chaired away, right? Then you see that there's a chair right there. Then you realize you still can't do the gate. And that's how you learn game sense. Because of a game that went wrong. Everything I'm doing right now, because I've had a game, either I made the mistake or I've seen other people do this mistake. And so then that's how you learn not to do it, because you did it. Because you did it. I'm doing the opposite because I remember when I did it. I don't know what this hunter is doing though. What happened to this hunter? Hunter just went Houdini on us. And we just got a magical tie. Okay, sure. So, he probably just snuck past the hunter there. Probably didn't give him tinnitus, or maybe he had tinnitus and he started searching in the wrong spot from the hunter's end, so we ended up tying there. We'll definitely take it. This is gonna be like a game sense teaching stream at this point. There's so much to say. My voice is already so dry. Thank you, Sagi. No problem. Sagi, in order to be a good survivor, should you at least know how to play Hunter 2? Yes, you should. You should. You need to know how your opponent plays. Now, I'm not saying you should know each player personally. But I'm saying that you should know how to play each hunter correctly, because when you play a hunter and you have a hard time, now that could just be because you're having a hard time, but every once in a while, if you're paying attention, like you know how to use your ability, you've learned, you played the hunter for a bit, you know the ins and out, and you're getting kited by someone. Why are you getting kited? Is it because you're breaking the wrong pallet? Is it because you're vaulting the wrong window at the wrong time? And even if you don't learn anything about the hunter you're playing, you learned something about Hunter in general. That you played Hunter and now you discovered, hey, if I ever use this pallet area and the Hunter breaks his pallet, I can actually live here. And so that's something you learn from playing Hunter. Now once you get better at Hunter, you'll start picking up on smaller things. You'll start picking up on how do you counter the exact Hunter you're playing. If you're really good at Opera Singer, that's a bad example. Opera Singer's broken. If you're really good at Night Watch, right, and you know when to use the wind, you know wind can slow down survivors, you know wind can jump over pallets and windows. Now the question is, do you know when to use it? All right. What do you mean, Sagi? What do you mean when you know when to use it? Obviously, if a survivor drops a pallet or vaults a window, use it, right? No. Something you'll learn about Night Watch when you play him is that if a survivor has two pallets or two windows right next to each other, they'll just keep vaulting them faster than you can vault them. So you'll be in an infinite loop where you can't actually reach the survivor. That's something you learn very quickly when you play Night Watch. That if a survivor does that to you, you actually can't do anything. You have to break the pallet, that the wind doesn't do anything. So what seemed like a really numbskull play, like, oh, obviously just use the wind, you'll kill them, right? No, that does not always work. That's something you learn by playing Hunter. So now, you went through that suffering, okay? What was the point of that suffering? So you me getting my ass kicked by something like that. What was the point of that? The point is now when you're playing Survivor, you're going to remember, hey, I remember this area and I'm going against Night Watch right now. I can actually abuse this. And then you'll abuse it. And then the Hunter might end up falling for the same thing that you fell. Or they'll break the power right away. If they break the power right away, well then hopefully you have a plan on where to run next. I hate going against Sculptor. This is such a volatile Hunter. I'm actually going to use a stun here because I don't want to give her a free statue. It's so sad, I know, but... It's really sad, I know. Abusing our window boost. Not gonna lie, I got really lucky there. That's really annoying. Boost away past her statues. We should have gotten a lot of statues out by now. Okay, and she still had more somehow. We almost got stopped there, not gonna lie. That's the scary thing about Weeping Clown. Is that you really don't know. We're gonna die to Blink right here. It's really hard to survive 2 statues, honestly. Whew. Maybe she's not running Blink. I'm gonna take a little bit of an odd route here, so it's not very obvious where she should use her statues. Okay, I'm gonna try to swerve as much as possible. We are getting a lot of distance. If I can get a window boost here, that would be so huge. Do you have anything? You do! And we live! That was game sense right there. I was preparing for a statue because I... Okay, that's more game sense. Do you have another statue? That one is really hard to avoid, though. We still don't have 3 ciphers? Where's our 3rd cipher? There it is. There we go. Okay. I don't know if we can still win this game, honestly. We don't have more than 1 tie turner. I still think we tied this game, unfortunately. That was a really good kite. That's a really tough kite. Sculptor is such a good hunter. People still underestimate Sculptor. One wrong statue there, and that kite would have been over. Right at the start of that game. That's how scary of a hunter Sculptor is, and people just don't recognize that. These elbow pads are not really cutting it. Come on, Chestnuts. Come on, no, Chestnut. At least he rescued. I'll take it. But full presence, it's really hard to survive that. We're going to maximize our decode time, I guess, by dying in a corner as far away from the other chairs as possible. This is really as far as we can get. Yeah, but once you get full presence, there's not a whole lot the kiter can do at that point. We just need to stall out with tie turners. Unfortunately, Psychologist is not going to pop her cipher now yet. If that mercenary didn't die there, Psychologist could have healed him up, and he could rescue me again here potentially. Instead, she has to leave her cipher. Now no one is doing the last cipher. Okay, that was a really bad warp. That was a really bad warp. What? Oh, never mind. It wasn't that bad. Okay. I thought she warped on the cipher. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, there's a shot here that if she wastes all her statues, we could rebound here. If she doesn't have any statues left. No, don't drop that! The moment you drop that is the moment we block ourselves off. You guys see that she's out of statues, though. And it's really hard for her to set up statues as well. Okay, I don't think that was a good pal vault at all. Okay, now we're gonna run with the Psychologist. No, Psychologist, why are you running away? What the hell was that? Oh my gosh, he actually could have... Oh no, Cypher would have been primed. Okay, I need to get out of here. Psychologist just died to a random statue. Okay, we're definitely getting chiseled here. We're also dead on chair. We're a high priority target right now to the hunter. I am definitely not going to go to the gate right now. I know we want someone at gate, but okay, we need to prepare for ourselves. Because right now, what she wants is she wants to teleport on me, and she wants to knock me down instantly, and she wants to chair me immediately, and then she could potentially save this game. But if I'm a hard target, if I have a good ability, which I got a very good ability, I got extremely lucky getting this ability. This is one of the best abilities to get against Sculptor. Probably the best. Because I don't like Officer Watch. Football isn't that great. Ever since they got rid of like the stacking speed buff with the football. Like with window boost plus football. But this is amazing. We got elbow pad here. We for sure live. So if I saw Miracle, we won this game. BM value! Oh, man. Why you come back and say he's got elbow pads on? That's a really tough one. That was a good hunter, I think. I don't know this hunter because this hunter is something in Japanese, but I think that's a good hunter. I don't really know. I mean, he's got a decently high win rate. #1 Sculptor right there, so That was a very difficult kite. Sculptor's one of those hunters where one thing goes wrong and the whole thing could fall apart. So that's why, if you guys are wondering, why did you do such a weird rocket psyche at the start of that game? Because it only takes one statue to ruin the whole kite. If you take a statue at the start of the game, you could probably kite another like 40, 50-ish seconds without taking another statue hit at best. And guess what? Blink is up in 40 and 50 seconds. So you take a statue hit, Blink is immediately up already because Blink is conveniently up after that amount of time. It's like you didn't take... It's like you didn't even kite that long between the first and second statue, because after the second one, you immediately get blinked on. But right there, we got really lucky. She had warp right there, which is not a great trait on Chase. I know a lot of people use warp in Chase, but the problem with warp, and this is something that people are gonna learn the longer warp is out. People are gonna play around warp. They're gonna be like, okay, I'm going to run away from the hunter, but in case they have warp, I'm going to be passing by multiple windows, multiple powders, multiple tall walls, so that it's not clear where she should warp. So that's the biggest problem with warp. I feel like people overestimate warp because of that, oh yeah, it's so great that they run out in the open. But think about it. Why did they run out in the open? Because the survivor didn't have game sense. The survivor wasn't like, oh, they might have warp, I need to be careful here. They didn't think about it. Because 9 out of 10 times, there's usually an answer to warp. Because there's usually something you... Even the world's most garbage palette. Better to try than to be out in the open and die immediately. Because you never know, you might get a stun on that random palette. Maybe you'll get a really good palette boost that'll break you free out of that really bad area. Maybe the hunter like goes on the other side and then barely misses and you vault over the other side and now you get that palette boost to live. That's how you would live. And if you guys are wondering, how would you live with a palette boost? That's how. Because they try to predict you. They go around the palette. They swing, but you vaulted right before they swung. And they committed to one side. Now you're on the other side. You get a palette boost. You get to run away. Dude, we should have went Gardener and Lawyer to complete the basic Survivor setup. But yeah, I would definitely say... That's another thing about Sculptor, is because I played Sculptor so much, I know how dangerous Sculptor can be. I've seen so many games where even when I'm a bad Sculptor player, and I do bad statues, sometimes the bad statue actually helps me because maybe the survivor's not expecting it. They take a hit. If they push out of the pallet, they take a basic hit now. I've seen some really nasty stuff because statues push you around. They change your kiting route. The moment you get pushed around by one, it's like your whole route is now out the window because you have to you just wherever you get pushed, you might just be forced to go that way now. We very well might get chased here. Okay, we don't. I hear keyboard clicking. Where is the hunter? I'm really scared. I hope we're not running. Okay, we're not because the harpy disappeared. When I see that harpy get smaller and smaller, I know he's not. And like when I'm approaching an alleyway and then my harpy's getting smaller, that's how you know he's not coming through the alleyway. I wish people would like ping though. Was she kiting this whole time and just never saying anything? So I was just wasting my time thinking that he's trying to find a target? Oh, I hate that so much if that was the case. Okay, I see a slow music box over there. So yeah, long story short, that Sculptor game, you really want to take advantage of your stuns. If you're playing a stun character, it'd be really nice to take advantage of stuns. Because what is Sculptor relying on? She's relying on vaults. That's honestly, that could be like its own video. Like, what is the biggest weakness of every single hunter in this game? Sorry, what is the biggest strength, I should say? What's the biggest strength of like Waxers right now? Open areas. Even if you're not in a good kiting area, if you're at least cutting by tall walls so that he can't shoot his wax gun at you, you're already doing a good job countering Wax Artist, even if the pallets aren't good. Because it's not the pallet area, it's the walls around it that decide how good you are against Wax Artist. We're not going to be able to do anything about this cipher. There's also no other cipher to work on. Middle is there. We could go to Island, I guess. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot. She probably died in like the worst possible place. You know what? We also got unlucky. Because had this cipher spawned at like corner house... Well, no, now... If the Cypher spawned behind the walls, he would just use his Wax Bomb 1000 presses and then cover up the other Cypher. So never mind, doesn't really matter. And like, what about Sculptor? What's Sculptor's biggest weakness? What did I just showcase in that last game? That is Sculptor's biggest strength, I should say. Because to know their weakness, you have to know their strength. Their strength is when you vault. Sculptor's biggest strength, and this is what I hate so much about Sculptor. Oh, is she dead? No. I'm pretty sure she can pick herself up. Does that really? That was a damn good shot, I'll give him that. That was really good. This is not a dumb player. I almost wonder if she heals herself faster if we don't heal her, but no, I don't think that's the case. It's close. It's close, but I don't think it's faster to let her heal herself. He's almost for sure gonna go after the doctor. Why would he go after a full health person when the half health doctor's right there? Dude, bro, Numer, what are these flashlights? You guys see this flashlight from Numer? Did he think? Oh, maybe he thought it was based off his character, not his camera. Why would he place it like that? It's based off your camera. The flashlight is based off your camera. What is that? Bro, that's a crazy flashlight. Look at that, guys. We finally finished middle. Oh, we didn't even. Never mind. I guess I'll go finish the rest of it. We probably could have tied this game had the answer not died exactly right there. Ooh, okay, she lives. Kind of. She'll die right after, probably, the hot wax. Okay, our Cypher options kind of suck, not gonna lie. Ooh, and the Cypher had progress. He was camping 3 Cyphers on that singular chair. He was camping middle, he was camping my corner house, and he was camping this one. Okay, we need like a lucky snipe here or something. Nah, he dodged it. Well played, well played. We can still make this rescue. Does he think we're not? He goes for the chair anyway. He shouldn't have done that. He could have actually prevented me from rescuing. There's nothing I can do here. We're gonna die to hot wax. We can at least... I don't understand why he didn't freeze me there. Like, instead he guarantees that I make to the pallet now. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna assume that Thief will do a Cypher here and I'll pressure. I mean, it's our only chance. I know Numer has good game sense. I know he knows that our only chance right now is to do the Cypher, and maybe Hunter will, like... Maybe we can slip past the Hunter somehow. I don't even think the Cypher's going to be primed in time. I know our decode speed. I know we're not going to have enough. We're just forcing him to stay by the chair. I don't want him to go to our Cypher. At least we'll force him to stay by the chair. Okay, he's not actually following. Oh, he is. Oh, shoot. He might be dead. Oh, man. There's a part of me that really wanted to shoot a rock at him and try to stun him. I don't know if we would have made it. If I reacted, like, immediately, I probably could have stunned him in time. Oh, that would have been such a good play. We also have, like, one more rocket left for endgame, maybe. He might actually counter him. Because I don't know why he's letting him get value with the flashlight. Oh my god, he actually got rid of the wax? How? Oh, we have to pop. Oh man, did Numer not have borrowed time? What happened there? I think Numer's trolling, guys. Sidestep him. He's gonna shoot to the side, and then I'm gonna sidestep him again. Because of the distance it takes to travel with the wax, I knew he would do that. Oh, I thought he would cover the window. Okay. Me over here, I knew he would do that. Doesn't even do it. So I actually dropped that pal for nothing. That's kind of funny. Okay, how are we gonna live here? We're not. That's how. If we use the rocket to go forward, he'll stun us. Maybe we could like get behind the corner in time? We're not gonna be able to do it though against Wax Artists. Like even if we do. our I don't think we would have, because our if we could turn corners around, if we could turn around corners very sharply, we probably could avoid it, but we don't. We would like go around in a big circle before we get behind the wall. And so against Waxers, your whole goal is to constantly get behind walls, specifically corners, because it's really hard for Waxers to deal with. There's no way to shoot around it. He just has to go around the corner. No borrowed. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just happy it wasn't like in a match where it mattered, because that definitely will cost him games, not having borrowed time. Numer is trying to set up the flash for dress to impress you. Located in the center of ever sleeping. Okay, well, we're not going to win that game. Ever Sleeping is a harder map against Waxhurst. There are a lot less tall walls. Really, the only reliable place is Graveyard and that front gate cabinet that I was using. But not gonna lie, I was expecting him to wax bomb off the window to cut me off from having the window boost. That would have been a good play from him. I thought that's what he was doing, but maybe he did try to do it, maybe he just missed. It's like, in what situation should you rescue an early down? I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard to come back from that. Typically, you should rescue once, but I wouldn't rescue again. And the reason I say that is because when you rescue before half, the Hunter's a lot more scared that someone else is going to sneak in for a second rescue now that you guys have rescued once, so they're going to be more on edge to just leave the chair. The other thing is, if you just choose to not rescue before half, the Hunter will just see 3 ciphers shaking. So what are you going to do? You're going to give Tinnitus to the Hunter so that he won't leave the chair. And I find that at that point, most times it's just better to rescue at that point. Every once in a while, maybe all the servers are extremely far away, like all 3 servers are in the corners of the map and the person died in their own corner. I've done that before to Hunters where just no one goes to give Tinnitus and it's completely fine because Hunter can't really leave the chair either. All the servers are so far away that if you try to walk to one cipher, another cipher will stop shaking because they'll see you left. They'll have a lot of time to react. Or maybe they'll like leave the cipher, whichever cipher they're trying to go for and pressure, that's where I will just leave the cipher because they'll see it coming. But usually you rescue once and then not again. That's usually the way it works. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes it depends on what Hunter you're going against. For example, against a Sculptor, don't rescue at all if someone went down quickly, because you guys are going to kill yourself against Full Presence. Full Presence is going to kill everyone so fast. I think you saw when I went against that Sculptor how fast we took damage on that first rescue after he took the rescue, that mercenary made the rescue on me. I took double statue hits almost immediately because of Full Presence. Like one by a regular statue and a second by a Full Presence. It's almost impossible to kite Full Presence because even if you avoid the regular ones, the Full Presence, a good Sculptor will still guarantee hit you with Full Presence because of how good it is. And so you're still guaranteed to die in 4 statues, essentially. Okay, I'll just spawn on my left. Let's see if the Hunter's going to go for me. I really don't like Weeping Clown because Weeping Clown is a pretty good chase target for most Hunters. But again, that's why we're trying him out. Maybe things have changed with his buff, and maybe his increased speed will be a huge difference maker, so that's why we're trying him out. I'm just going off of past experience. When I say these things... Oh my god, Numer. After I hyped him up and said he's a good survivor with good game sense, and we're gonna do really well with him. But yeah. When I say these kinds of things about like a character that's bad, it's not that I hate the survivor, I have this personal grudge against the survivor. But in my experience, they just don't work well. And every time there's a buff, I could always be wrong, but... That's why I give it a try. I really do believe. If I didn't believe, I wouldn't even give it a try. That's why when something like, well, I forgot what it was. Some random character, last balance change, got buffed. Right? That's why I tried Spider. Because I believed in Spider. I think her buff was great. And it was good. There were a lot of times where we barely got a hit, and where without the buff, we wouldn't have. Because I know how these hunters work. I know what makes them strong, and I know what makes them weak. But if I see a balance change like Opera Singer movement speed reduced by 5%, I'm not going to do a stream about whether Opera Singer is still good. Because guess what? That's a completely worthless nerf. That's not what made Opera Singer good. Unless you're going to nerf the speed by like negative 30%, that's not what's going to make her good. And even if you do that, she would still be a great hunter, probably the best. Why? Because how does she gain distance? She gains distance from jumping. From jumping back and forth, back and forth. That's what gives her distance mainly. The jump between. It's so fast. Not necessarily her entering shadows, but just jumping. The shadows just add to it. So those kinds of... When I see those kinds of nerfs... Or, like, those kinds of buffs that, like, just change something worthless about the character, I don't even do a stream about them. Because they're so bad. I don't even know if I'm going to do a Hellember stream. I think I will, because Hellember, kind of like Thief, back when Thief kept getting buffs over and over, Thief was like a meme character, okay? I was at a certain point, I really don't think we rescue this. Just, it's so sad, but... Numer, you scared me with that first kill, bro. I really should have rescued. It was just so far away. By the moment I stopped talking and I noticed it was too late. Because you know why? Because Postman got wanted order and now they can't heal. So if I went to rescue, it would have been someone to pressure. The only problem with that is that it's a huge waste of time. Because look how far I would have had to walk. We get a 50% Cypher in exchange for not doing that rescue. It's a pretty big deal. Instead, we would be down 50% of Cypher. Then again, though, having a full health postman is a pretty big deal. Again, as a survivor. I mean, but also the coding is a big deal. Like, why would you rescue a prospector that's gonna die anyway to a mirror? Just so we can get the mirror out, I guess. But... Then I give her a basic hit. Now I die to a mirror in a single mirror hit instead of 2 mirrors. Okay, this rescue I have to go for, though. But I also know we need to pop the Cypher. If I don't pop the Cypher, we're going to have to walk back here. There's no way we're going to pop 3 Cyphers in time if I have to waste time walking backwards. We can't do that. Oh, this is so bad. We got lucky. I'm not even going to say that was skill. I think we just got lucky. That was a horrible mirror. What is that mirror? Okay, she ended up hitting the novelist. But guess what? I didn't take any damage. Okay, I need to do middle, though. I need to do middle. How are we going to do middle? There's no way. Oh, it didn't stun her. It's okay. It still slowed her down. I know those rockets look really weird, but... She's gonna go for double hit here. Oh, she just completely... Oh, I don't know why she did that. She just gave up her target? She's really that scared of the Cypher. Okay, about that. No, I wish Navas ran away. Look, now he's just sitting right here for free pickings. Okay. I have to support him. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't think a rocket stun is what's going to save us. Save him from a mirror. We're going to need a balloon rescue him. And we got a... Wow, we have a pretty good opening, actually. That's so annoying. Guess what? That trash can was in the way. That's the sad thing about the rocket dash. I wish there was like a marker or something like that. Even if there was a marker... That's so annoying. Sagi, that's sad. I know it's sad. That was really bad. Don't pop. Wow, why would she do that? She just wasted her mirror. That's like a game sense situation right there. Don't waste your mirror when the Cypher's prime. Now you have no ability for the next 28 seconds. Or 27 seconds. Yeah, well, shoot, yeah. That really sucked. That's so dumb. That barrel was barely in the way. Sucks. If we got that stun, she doesn't necessarily live. He doesn't necessarily live. Because we still have to body block for him. And you guys know how I feel about body blocking. It's just not reliable. But we don't have a choice. You know, at least it would be better to try. Timely delivery. Bro, you delivered your letter. You delivered the letter to yourself. What do you mean timely delivery? Why am I lagging if my ping is supposed to be better in NAEU? Because if you live in EU, then you don't have good ping. That's the way it works. Did we actually tie that match? Oh my god! What a legend! He actually tied that match! Nice! That was really good. He also dodged a mirror somehow? No, at Shed or something like that? That was crazy. I didn't even get to see it. I just saw the exit button disappear, so I'm like... Or not the exit button, the spectate button disappear when I left that match. So I'm like thinking, maybe he got dungeon? That only happens if they got dungeon. Either that or they surrendered instantly. Like, right as I left, maybe like during the loading screen, like 2-second loading screen, maybe he got hit at that moment, then he immediately surrendered. Maybe. But if that happens, then you could still see them dying, like surrendering for like a second and a half. So we'd probably see it. Naya, bro. I guess we're not super high tier. You know, we got a Percy ban today. We got a Hermit ban today. Now we got a Naya ban. We keep matching with Numer, but Numer scares me now. Thief with no borrow time? Prospector dies in 2 hits in a single mirror? Come on, Numer. So yeah, as I was saying, every once in a while I do a stream on a character like Helumber or Thief. It's just like for the memes, you know. It's hilarious seeing the devs try to buff them not knowing any idea how to make the character good. And then they finally made Thief good. I'm like, no way. This is actually a good character. And that was a great stream. But it means that the meme is dead now, unfortunately. There's never gonna be another Thief meme stream like, oh, we're gonna flashlight stun the hunter, and then by the end of the stream, what I do by the end of the stream is I'm like, well guys, as you guys saw by my 3-cypher kite on Feaster, we never once used the flashlight because the flashlight sucks. That was a real stream, by the way. Real stream, by the way. I've done a Thief stream after they buffed Thief. It was a Feaster. We did like 3-cypher kite him, or almost 4-cypher, 5-cypher. I don't even remember. It was a long kite. And then by the end of the kite, I'm like, yeah, so that was a flashlightless kite because flashlight sucks. And at that point, we're just kiting with a raw kite carrier. I mean, it's impressive. That's the meme. That's the memey part about these streams, is that it's really impressive when you get to do those kinds of kites without having a good ability. So Weeping Cod is kind of like those characters at this point where I just kind of play them just because, like, oh, look at me, I'm kiting with a garbage ability, and they're still getting kited. Kind of like that Sculpture match. I mean, not gonna lie though, those rockets, the first rocket especially, I really liked the first rocket. The one that stunned her so she couldn't put a statue on the pallet. Because that's how kites go wrong. That's how kites go wrong. When you take an early statue hit, because now what that means is now for the next like 30 seconds before Blink is up, the hunter has 30 seconds or 40 seconds, however long it takes for Blink to come back, to get just one more statue hit on you. And then by the time that happens, as long as they get it within 40 seconds or less before Blink is up, they didn't lose any time on that chase. They got 2 statue hits on you as if you took them both at the beginning and then kite it out for 60 seconds and took a Blink. Or imagine you did a super long kite for 55 seconds. Then one thing goes wrong, you take 2 statue hits very quickly, Blink is up in 5 seconds, you're dead in 5 seconds. That's why I hate Sculpture, because it's really hard to realistically dodge so many statues for 60 seconds and still keep staying alive without her blinking on you. That's why I was so scared when I took that second statue hit. I was like thinking, oh no, we're so dead to a Blink. The goal against Sculptor is you want to last at least longer than 60 seconds. Don't take more than 1 statue against Sculptor for more than 60 seconds. Because the moment you take 2 before 60, Blink takes 60 seconds to come up at the start of the game, and you're just going to die immediately once Blink is up. Unless you can find a way to like get a window boost or like a pallet boost, or you get a pallet stun. That's why I was so scared and then immediately relieved when we got that pallet stun. Because we got a pallet stun, and we got a pallet boost. So now Blink is way worse. Thank God she missed the mirror. That also means that the person might rebound now. I have to make sure we don't get like Terror Shock or something though. Yeah, she could. Well, she won't rebound for long. Don't get me worked up in a twist, but you know, she'll rebound until the next mirror. And if she blinks, then Antiquarian might prevent it with a stick or something like that. So looks like she's fine though. She'll get one more mirror out at least. This game is significantly more tieable and maybe winnable if she misses some more mirrors. But she needs to miss a couple mirrors. At least one more mirror needs to be missed this game for us to have a chance at winning. Because right now, I can tell you from experience, with the rate of mirrors coming at us right now, is he trying to harass? Okay, bruh, come on. Focus on decoding. I almost feel like we should decode now because he was harassing and not decoding. So sad. Okay, but there you guys go. He got scared. He went back to the chair because my cipher wasn't shaking. Maybe I shouldn't have decoded it for longer. So that indirectly wilding is safe. Nah, he would just mirror on the wilding anyway, though. Even if I wasn't shaking. Even if I gave him tonight, he'd still just mirror on the cipher to pressure. Aw. He did a good job dodging the mirror. Unfortunately, he took a basic hit afterwards. That's such a hard call to make. Because if I was the wildling, I would just not do that cipher. That's the thing about the wildling game sense there. Like, yes, we could rescue so that he doesn't get mirrored on, but then why... Oh, no. But then, like, why are you doing that cipher in that case? Even if I go rescue, she'll still mirror on you. I guess the difference there is that... The difference there is that she probably swapped the mirror, and then that's how she got the hit there, where if I was going for the rescue, she would be too scared to swap. That's such a hard call to make, though. Rescue or not rescue? If I rescue, it means we don't really have many rescuers for later in this game when we really need those rescues. I'm just looking at the long term of this game, and I'm looking at it, and I'm not seeing a way where we can stall the game long enough and rescue Numer and still not worry about ciphers, because it only takes one person to get chaired on a cipher before it's over for us. At least now we have my health up, we have Wildling rescued. I know Postman sacrifices health, but that's the thing, we still have 2 rescuers. Well, we're not rescue characters, but people who can rescue is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to be a rescue character to rescue. Is she gonna give me the stun, bro? Okay. Oh! I got the deduction done, let's go. That's a hard deduction to get. Okay, if she can get a mirror on us, if we can get a mirror out of her, Wildling can get off his pig. Yes, now he can do it with the cipher. Look, he immediately got off his pig to immediately work on the cipher. That's some good game sense right there. Oh my god, the Postman buff. We're gonna do a Postman stream too, don't worry. Because I believe in his buff. We can pop that cipher. That's why I did that. Oh my god, no, now he has to pop it. Okay, I'm worried about a mirror though. Okay, he's not gonna go for me though. I was like ready to go up the stairs if he mirrored. I don't know if we're gonna tie this game. That was a pretty good move from her to go for the Wildling right there so that he's forced to pop. It was also a good move from me to go for that. I gotta give myself some credit too, guys. It was also a good move from me to go for that balloon save because no one else could rescue without going down. Like, yeah, we could rescue, we could take a hit, and then they can pop, but what does that mean? That just means that the person off the chair, or one of us will immediately die because, well, we have to waste the pop on just getting up and doing a animation right in front of the hunter. So if they have something like Berserker, then they'll probably be able to hit us immediately. But nice, we got a tie out of it. BM value? Surrender so that we give him a 1 escape. Let's go, we got his deduction done. It's not a hard deduction to get. If you force it, you'll get it, but if you're trying to play the game for real and not use your abilities when you don't need to. Because, like, let's say I'm just trying to Terror Shock you. Yeah, you could probably do it then, because then you guarantee the rescue without getting Terror Shock. That would be a good time to do that. I don't think any other situation would be good. Either you're using it to get rid of the Terror Shock and stun the hunter so that you guarantee make the rescue, Or you were just using the rocket to reach the chair, and if the hunter's like conveniently in your way, then I guess you stun them. But that second option is never gonna happen. Psyche, batter tips now. I'll give you a good one. When you play batter, the cursor, the crosshair in the center of the screen, is lying to you. You actually shoot slightly to the right. So if you ever hit a tree, like let's say you're playing batter and you're trying to come out from the left side of a tree and you shoot, the tree will actually block it because the crosshair, even though the crosshair was away from the tree, the shot actually shoots from the right side of your bat. Especially because you can see it in the animation. When batter shoots the ball, you can see it shoots out of the right side of his body. So the cursor's lying to you. I don't know why they don't just make the ball spawn in front of his face. Or just move the cursor over to the right. I don't know why they don't do that. So just be aware of that. Because I know there's a lot of situations with batter where you're like behind a tree or like a wall behind something like that. And then you're watching to see if the hunter is about to pick up. They pick up. You go out on the left side of the wall. You try to shoot. The crosshair to you was in front of the wall. But according to the game, you shot too far to the right. So make sure you gotta... if you're coming out from the left side of a wall, make sure you really, really push yourself out. And if you're shooting from the right side of the wall, you actually don't need to put your crosshair out as much. You can actually also use it to your advantage. If you're on the right side of a wall, and the hunter's like trying to pick someone up, you don't actually have to poke out as much to still hit the hunter. Because the ball shoots out from the right. From the right side of your arm, since batter is right-handed. It's kind of weird how right-handedness kind of makes a difference there. I really don't think it should. I think it should just shoot in front of his face so that it's consistent. So that it doesn't matter. Okay. Is he getting terror shocked? Oh man. Oh man. I think I know how that happens. That's not some crazy prediction from the hunter. Two things. If he had a heartbeat and he opened that chest, the hunter can hear it. You guys heard it too. I was next to him. You guys heard the chest opening, right? I heard it. And if the hunter was next to him with a heartbeat, he heard it too. Oh my god. Oh, that kind of hurt. But you know what? It's okay because Mercenary's super far away. So he's not going to get double hit. As long as he gets the elbow pad out, he's fine. The other thing is I think this hunter might have also seen this Lucky Guy's shadow from across the map. I think the hunter was like walking through the middle of the map and he saw Lucky Guy's shadow. I think he saw Lucky Guy's shadow suspiciously go behind that one wall where there's a chest behind it. Yeah, you'd be my guess to figure out what he's doing. Okay, he also has insolence. Because he just got full presence. Alright. This is really bad. We're in a really bad spot. I don't think it's worth rescuing here again. This is a Wu Cheng. I think we can rebound kite him. I don't think we... There's some hunters who, like, you really depend on chair rescuing because they just have a hard time. They really want you to not rescue. But, like, with Wu Cheng, with his weak chase... With his weak chase, he really wants you to rescue, to bring him to yourself, to bring you to him. When he has someone on chair, he wants you to do that. Kind of like with Bonbon. You know, Bonbon doesn't have weak chase, per se. He just has weak movement speed, so he really wants you to come to him. And so with Wu Cheng, his problem is not that he doesn't have good mobility. He has great mobility. He just has an impossibly hard time chasing people. Like, he'll be close, but it's just hard to realistically get a hit. Now, unfortunately... He does have full presence, though, so it makes it a lot easier. Full presence is a pretty big deal. Do we have to go for a YOLO? We have to go for a YOLO this game. Woo! That might be the difference maker. We'll see. We'll see. Because think about it. He walked... How long did he take to walk? He walked for like 10 seconds. Just to get stunned, and then he has to hit the Mercenary again for another 8 seconds. Now he has to walk back again for another, like, 8-ish seconds? Okay, that one was only 4. That was a lot of time to decode. You know what's sad about that? What's sad about it is we only have one person decoding. Because I have to pressure Mercenaries obviously in balloons, and because Lucky Guy is dead, we don't really have anyone else to rescue. I wonder what his item was that he got from his lucky parcel. Can you practice it? Batter after... Yes. I'll absolutely show it. Yeah, I can easily show you what I'm talking about with batter. You'll notice it right away. And I mean, the best example is with a tree. The trees are the best example to show this with. Okay, we might get teleported on, not gonna lie. It doesn't really make sense for him to leave his target and teleport on me, but think about it. We also have 3 cybers remaining. He doesn't really lose anything by teleporting on me, so we just don't want to give it extra easy hits. If we can help it, but obviously we can't help it much here. We have to keep decoding and hope that it doesn't happen at this point. We can't spend too much time trying to predict something that, if it doesn't happen, then we for sure lose. Because we're right now in a losing position. Risks are going to have to be taken. Right? That rocket that I did on the mercenary, why did I do that? Because I know we're going to lose if I don't do it. If I don't do something, we're going to 100% lose. That gave us an opening. I know he's not going to rebound because when you rescue someone from balloons, it forces you to... Maybe we can like bait him to drop. I'll tell you the problem. The problem is that we died a bell right now. So I think we're going to do this. Unfortunately, the buff did not help. Still got it, though. Unfortunately, Weeping Claw and buff did not save us there. I needed to shoot the rocket sooner. I really wanted to like wait every single millisecond because we were really going to need every millisecond there to make sure we don't get built on the chair. Okay, she's going to die, unfortunately. Unless she flywheels. She's still going to die. She didn't even need that bell, honestly. I think the bell just guarantees that she can't flywheel anymore, honestly. So, I think a good play from him. Yeah, we are definitely not winning this game. You know the really sad part is, the saddest part about this all? Apparently, you don't get terror shock if you're searching in a chest, but you get terror shock if you close the chest or open it. That's the worst part about this game, is that the lucky guy closed the chest, and if he didn't close it, he wouldn't get terror shocked if he just committed to it. I don't know why they changed that. They changed that for some reason. We could actually get a stun through the wall here. Ah, no, he didn't go for it. Dude, that is so bad! You guys see how he shot the wall? There's nothing I can do about that. Come on. That's dumb at that point. That's so dumb. Yeah, they did change it. They did change it. Technically, I never tested it, but so many people told me about it. At this point, it's like, how do this many people know about it? Like, it's gotta be real. We can also test it with my alt account. It'll be very easy to test the alt account. Oops. Is the game gonna come back? Hello? Game? Okay, we'll get my alt account in here. In the meantime. Bro! It just broke? Seriously? Why does it do this? I was telling Miki that this doesn't happen at all, and now it's happened the second time in a stream in a row. Seriously? Everything is connected, bro. Why does it do this? The worst part about it is that you don't know what's wrong. You don't know if it's the adapter, you don't know if it's the HDMI, you don't know if it's the USB-C, or you don't know if it's the video game capture card. Are we just not going to be able to play anymore? Is that it? Just capture card going to refuse to work? Seriously? Maybe if we deactivate and activate it. Please. Yes! Okay, why did it just reset the whole thing though? Hooray! Technician Psyche turning it on and off works. Every time, man. Every time. Me over here trying to work with the wires. Nah. You just had to turn it on and off. Okay, where did the chat go? Okay, chat is still there. Okay, give me 1 sec. I gotta fix this. Oh, I said I would fix this at the start of the stream. I never did. That was like probably driving some people crazy. That there was like a section of the screen that was just like over the face cam. It was really small though. Okay, that looks good. Okay, before I do the batter thing, I do want to find out. I do want to try out that that chest thing. I want to see if that's true. Okay, nice. I didn't capitalize it. Big deal. One of these days, every few months, I try to not capitalize it to see if the game finally fixes its search engine. It never does. It never does. It's somehow gotten smarter. Like, it finds names easier, and yet it still can't recognize capitals. Okay, we're gonna see here. Okay, first I'm gonna see the Terror Shock thing, and then we're gonna show the batter thing. How about your face as the main screen in the game as a small one? What is that? What is this setup? Yes, that's what we're testing, tubers. I'm pretty sure it works that way, but every once in a while I question how stupid that is, and I just gotta see it for myself. Like, why I understand. Listen, I understand closing the chest as an interaction, okay? It's an interaction. But why isn't actively searching it also an interaction by that logic? If you're gonna do that, then you may as well make the closing the one that's not the Terror Shock moment. Because what is every player gonna do by instinct when the hunter gets close? They're gonna close the chest. Even if they're right next to you, they're gonna close the chest. By instinct. Why would you troll your players that badly? Oh, oops, my bad. I forgot you have to wish first. Okay, it'll still show Terror Shock. So I know that was a half health, but it shows Terror Shock. So that would have been a Terror Shock. I guess we could do it again. So while opening it, you get Terror Shocked. Okay, what if you close it? You also get Terror Shocked. Okay, now we're gonna try without getting off. What happens when you don't get off? I know this already, but I gotta see it every time. That's so stupid. So he closed the chest and he caused himself to get Terror Shock. That's so sad. You know, what's interesting is that... Oops. Apparently the Fire Embers can't Terror Shock, which is... most abilities can't Terror Shock, to be fair. So I think it makes sense. Alright, we're gonna do the batter thing now. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about with batter. This is so annoying. I think we have to do, no, you know what? We don't have to do anything here. I forgot. Battery's right there. Okay. You just got 21 points from rank? Did someone disconnect? If someone disconnected, that's usually why. Okay, so there's a lot of trees on this map. There's also a lot of like weird walls on this map as well. So this makes it a great showcase for something like Batter. And of course we got X-Boy. Okay, so right now, look closely at the cursor. It's clearly behind Batter's head. So logically speaking, right now, this should get blocked by the tree. We all agree on that, right? The cursor's clearly hitting the tree right now. If I shoot, it should get blocked by the tree, right? What happens? It shoots to the right. The cursor is actually to the right. Slightly to the right, so you can actually get shots like in around corners like this. And so the cursor's actually lying to you. Most people would like get out of the corner and shoot like this. You don't need to do that. Literally, you can do this already. The reverse applies to the other side of the tree. So earlier I was talking about how on the right side you could cheese it, and you know it's going to shoot on the right side. Why? Because your ball shoots on the right side of the tree. So since you're right-handed, since you're using the ball on the right hands, it shoots on the right. Now, I guess logically in real life this makes sense, but in a game where you have a crosshair here, it's really misleading. So let me show you the reverse, and this is what gets me really mad. Clearly, we're going to hit the air here. If there's a hunter right in front of me, we're going to hit them. And it hits the tree. And it hits the tree. And I cannot tell you how many times I've forgotten this, because I haven't played Batter in a while. And I will be up behind a tree to like make sure that nothing like a foggy blade can't hit me. Or maybe like, right, let's say there's like a tree zone that I don't want to step in. Great example, by the way. Then I'll be staying like around this wall so that he can't have clear vision on what I'm doing. On exactly where I am. Maybe I'm further behind. Maybe I'm doing something else. Point is, I don't want to give extra influence to the hunter. I'll come out of the tree like this, and the tree will block the ball. Even though literally, right when I shot it, I was clearly looking at him, and it gets blocked up by the hunter. Sorry, by the tree. So you got to remember that with batter. That's my biggest batter tip. My biggest batter tip is not even actually playing batter. It's just don't let that be you. That's my biggest tip. This is good. This is, I mean, like, it's nice that you can use this to your advantage, but it's also dumb because then the reverse is true, where like it looks like you're aiming out in the open, and nope. So it is really dumb. And if you're wondering, yes, it also applies to walls, just like that. And if we flip it around, let's say someone actually died on this side. Well, now we're working at a disadvantage, because now the wall is going to be blocking it. So it's really annoying that there's like this little thing about batter where you need to peek out more on the left, and then you can actually abuse it on the right. So, I mean, it's actually a pretty helpful tip. So for you to know that you don't have to peek out as much from the right side, it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty nice deal. I know there's another Survivor or Hunter that works the exact same way, where they actually have an advantage on the right side because they're right-handed, but I have disadvantage on the left side because there's something about their ability. I forgot who it was. I can't remember if it was a Survivor or a Hunter. There's another character just like what I showed you with Batter, how there's an inherent advantage to being on the on one side. So yeah, if you guys hit trees a lot because of that, that's why. It's not because you're bad. I mean, it could be. Who else? Who else has like... I remember there's like this one story that I always have to remember. Or was it a hunter? Who was it? I think it was every time you swung. I forgot what situation you would do that in, though. Oh, I forgot. There was one character in particular that had an advantage. Oh, hold up. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of another game entirely. Dude, I'm thinking of another game entirely. I don't know how I thought I was still in the realm of identity 5. I was thinking of another game entirely. Okay, so there's this shooting game that I play. It's called Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. I haven't played it recently because I already maxed out the rank on Garden Warfare 2. If you play one of the characters, his name is Soldier, or if you play a pirate character, every single zombie that you can play as in that third-person shooter is right-handed. So you have a huge advantage poking out your hand behind the wall and still shooting them. And the plants don't hold weapons, they shoot out of their faces, so they don't have that advantage. They have to poke out their whole head if they want to shoot you. I remember it, that's why. I was thinking, when I was doing this with you guys with Batter, I was like getting flashes. I'm like, I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've abused this before, the right side thing. Where you have a huge advantage on the right side and a huge disadvantage on the left side. Okay, but yeah, there we go. It reminded me just like that. Technically, the cursors still match up. With Batter, the problem with Batter is that it still goes straight. It doesn't go in the direction of the cursor. It just shoots from the right side and goes in a straight line. At least in that game, yes, it shoots from the side, but it curves at the crosshair. But it doesn't mean that when you first shoot, it's not still going at a curve. So, what about Fool's Gold? I mean, I've never thought about Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold, I've never noticed it with. Because I think the problem with Fool's Gold is that Fool's Gold is a hunter. He's a completely different side. If you're playing Fool's Gold, your issue is going to be getting out of tall walls. You're not going to be abusing this around tall walls. We could try with Fool's Gold, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. What tier are you right now? I don't even know. Champion, I think. We'll try it with Fool's Gold. I'm pretty sure the pickaxe comes out from in front of his face, though. What about Ripper? Foggy Blade comes out from him, from the center of him. That's why this is not like a consistent thing. That's why it makes me so mad that this is the case for Batter. Spider, obviously Spider's face is in the middle of her screen, so obviously it would shoot from the right. Sorry, from the center. But if you play Ripper, if you guys played Ripper, and you get Pulse Stun right as you shoot, you'll notice that where does the Foggy Blade come from? Foggy Blade comes from the side. Sorry, not from the side, from the center of you, not from the side. So if I do this right here, I'm pretty sure this does not apply to Fool's Gold. Right here, the cursor is clearly in front of the tree. Right now with Batter, this would count as shooting around the tree. But that's not the case with Fool's Gold. With Fool's Gold, the cursor is accurate. Even right now, it'll hit the tree. I would have noticed if this was the case. I would have definitely noticed, like, because I know there's been times where a survivor, like, gets behind a wall and I want to, like, just barely go around the wall. So, like, sometimes, like, let's say I'm shooting... Let's say I want to shoot past this iron fence and I want to hit the hospital for some reason. Maybe there's like a priestess going to hospital that I'm trying to stun her off, right? But right now this wall's in my way, so I'll barely turn my camera and I won't do any more than I have to. I'll shoot like that, and I know it won't hit the wall because it comes out from in front of my character. I guess it's not a good example because I'm shooting from the right side. But like on the left side with Batter this would hit the wall, but I know confidently it will not hit the wall. Why? Because it comes from the center of the screen. It shoots from the center of the screen. I guess that was I think that's like more of a like the walls hitbox, you know? Not really my cursor. Yeah, what is that? What is that? That's the wall. That's not the cursor. Yeah, there's always gonna be like these little things, but like the point is it's not the cursor. As long as it's not the cursor, at least we don't have to blame the cursor. The very thing that's trying to guide us isn't being misleading. So I appreciate that at the very least. Like if you're trying to if you're trying to go for like an accurate shot right through that window, you can realistically do it with this kind of character. You will do it with this kind of character. I know these walls, this is kind of a bad example because these walls on Hospital are actually slightly taller than they show. I can't even move my camera any higher than this, but like I can get up here now and you guys will see it should get blocked. It doesn't. What the heck? Hold up, it should get blocked. There's like, part of it is like an invisible wall. Okay, maybe this? You guys see how like part of it is like an invisible wall? So, not a great example, but that's more of the wall's fault. That's not really Fool's Gold's fault at that point. This, for example, is like an invisible wall. I don't even know if you can reach high enough to shoot it. Let's try to get on the stairs, because right now, I know with Patient, how do I know that that's an invisible wall there? Because with Patient, if you try to go through there, it doesn't work. So I think if we get a little bit higher, I think this should be good enough. Clear example. Clear example. That's some BS right there. Strangely enough, though, Patient can go through this hole. And so does Fool's Gold. I don't know why. I don't know why. I usually don't go for this hook spot because it's very finicky. It's like, you could try to jump off the side of the wall, but sometimes you won't get it, so you could go for the orange hook here, and it's not very consistent. Yeah, this is also a spot as Geisha. Mostly because with Geisha, I'll tell you one thing. If these stairs weren't exactly here, this would not work as Geisha, because without these stairs, you'd have to throw the butterfly on the floor, and you guys see the walls blocking the floor. But if you play something like Geisha... I forgot how to change hunters. Okay, there we go. If you play something like Geisha, because of those stairs, you can actually do that. Yes, it also works from the inside. That's true. Oh, we got the... I forgot. We get the exact same spawn, too. It actually would have been better to teleport to that cipher, but... If you throw the butterfly right here, You could dash, but it gets blocked by the wall. But if you throw it on the stairs, you still have vision on it. It should work. There we go. A little bit tedious, because, not gonna lie, it like barely works. Like, you guys see, the butterfly won't let you go any higher than this, so it's barely in vision. Anything past this, it like goes behind the wall. Behind the stairs, I should say. That's where it's going, if you guys are wondering why is it just disappearing. Because it's going behind the stairs. So it's a little bit tedious, but once you have a butterfly set up, because here's the thing, you need to be careful here because something like this could happen. Something like this could happen where you think you're seeing it the whole time, and oh, it actually worked there, but maybe we need to let this butterfly disappear. I think this would be a better example. Like clearly see here, it looks like it's gonna work, but it goes right behind the wall for just a second so that it thinks you stop looking at it. So. But that's like a geisha specific thing at that point though. There's all these little things about hunters. Like all this information, it's always cool to look back. I don't really talk about it, but it's like all this information I have stored up in my head about what can every hunter do on every single map, on every single area. Any cool ones I can show off. There's always like this thing where like in this area you have to be really careful because you can actually see over this wall, over these boxes. So this is actually a dangerous area against geisha, even though it looks like it's safe because there's tall walls. It's only safe from one side in reality. In actuality, yes, even though it's safe on this side, on the other side, not really safe at all. It's so weird. Like, why does it work from one side but the other? No one knows. But it's something you're going to have fun learning when you die to, that's for sure. And how do you learn stuff like that? You learn stuff like that by playing geisha. If you don't play geisha, you'd probably be very confused right now why the geisha isn't dashing to that butterfly. Right now, that butterfly that I did behind the wall and that I wasn't dashing to, the survivor would probably be really confused why they're not dashing right now. But it's because if you played geisha, you would know that you can't. So you actually want to try to abuse like this side of the wall, and definitely don't go on that side once you use this palette. You'd rather go on here so that you're not going to get dashed on. Something like that, you know. Obviously, there's like little things where like don't use areas like this where you die instantly. Always be careful when you go into a bird cage against geisha because of this. But it's only on one side. It's only on one side. Like if the geisha's coming from this side, this is not even going to be an issue. Best she can do is she can do this at best. Okay, that should have been better. But she can go like all the way up to there at most. Something else you'll learn about geisha when you play the hunter geisha is that you can only dash in a straight line. So if there's a lot of curves, and stuff like that, like let's say this window, like they can turn around this corner and you try to get a direct butterfly on them, but maybe they're already around this wall. You can only dash in a straight line, so it becomes very difficult to do anything about it. Oh my god, we just avoided the stun? I don't even know how that happened. I don't even know. He used it way too early. Used the stun way too early. Well, she's just dead now because she went out in the open. Bog going backwards randomly. There's like all this I don't want to say useless stuff about the game, but you know what? If I played the game for 6 years, I'd rather know a bunch of stuff than be like, I don't know. Who's that like one little girl who made a TikTok about me who like played the game for all this time, Caramel, whatever her name is, played the game for all this time and not any better, so I'd rather be that. I'd rather play a lot and know a lot than to play a lot and then just be garbage. We're talking about you, St. Peter. Oh, Tato's here. What's up, Tato? Have you always pronounced geisha like that? Yes, I've always pronounced geisha like that. I'll tell you why. I've never seen the word geisha until this game. And when she came out, she was like, what, the 5th hunter to come out? Oh, no, sorry, 6th hunter to come out. When the game released, there were 4 hunters. So really, I guess she's the 2nd hunter to come out. since global release in July. And my brother just called her Geisha. Alright. My brother was 11 years old. He was a top 3 player at 11 years old. He was kiting. 11-year-old was kiting adult players. Think about that for a second. He was a really good magician. He would call it Geisha. Alright. I've never seen the word Geisha. Alright, I'll call it Geisha too. It wasn't until like 3 years later that people were telling me it's called Geisha. I'm like, what? I'm like, alright, I guess I could see it, but Geisha. I can't help it. How does it feel for Stinky to be hard stuck Mammoth? It hurts. It hurts. Stinky just can't get past Mammoth. I don't know what's going on. Yes, we did the glitch. We did the glitch perfectly. Let's go. You can roll the dice and just immediately leave, by the way. More useless information about the game. Like, there's no reason to know that. But yeah, if you click exit right before the dice roll, it's like a frame perfect thing. You can actually skip the dice animation. But if you do it too early, you have to re-roll the dice. It's like he needs a useless information. Yeah, you guys know like those 12 minutes, 60 useless, like 100 useless facts about a game. One of those gigantic videos. Did you know there used to be something called Doom Shock that would be just like Terror Shock, but has a 20% chance of happening 14 or so meters away from the chair? I think it was 16. Or was it 18? I think it was 18 actually. Oh, Doom Shock. That was so long ago. Oh, I hated those days, but they were so nostalgic. I will say, the one cool thing about Doom Shock, the one cool thing about Doom Shock, I hated everything about it, a chance of just insta-killing the rescuer. I will say, the one thing I liked about it, the glowing yellow eyes. Instead of glowing red eyes with detention, you saw glowing yellow eyes. Listen, it was pretty cool. It was cool. Bring back Doom Shock. Dude, imagine... Dude, that was back in a time where not everyone was abusing Doom Shock. Like, it's something that existed, you took, but because of how early in the game it was, no one really, like, thought about how you should run Doom Shock on every build because of the 20% chance of just instantly winning. They took it out pretty quickly, though. What is your favorite survivor? What happened to the music, by the way? That's a better question. I hate this music. Oh my god. You're really gonna make me walk back there, aren't you? Okay. What's my favorite survivor? Probably Perfumer. My favorite ever survivor I've ever played. It's a survivor I always go back to, like, every once in a while just to play it. I know she sucks nowadays, but... Bro, screw this game! This game sucks. Oh my god. I'm not sitting here with this boring ass music. We're restarting. Where was it on the Persona web? Oh. See, here's the thing. Back then, there were two useless sides of the Persona web for Hunter. Two completely worthless sides. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Insolence was useful back then. Where was it? I'll show you where it was. It was right here. It was this. It was right here. Every survivor and their mom could have ran Doom Shock if they wanted to. And it wasn't called Doom Shock. It wasn't called Doom Shock. It was called Fallen Misfortune. So if you search up Doom Shock, you'll probably find videos of it happening. But that's not what it was called. It was called Fallen Misfortune. And it was like a binoculars icon. It was just literally binoculars. And it said that when you walk like a certain amount of meters away from the chair, I think it was 18 meters, you have a 20% chance of inflicting Doom Shock on the survivor and immediately incapacitating them. The exact same as Terror Shock, but just randomly happens every time you get hit. Every time you get hit, 20% chance that you could just get Terror Shocked. That's essentially what Doom Shock was. That you went to go rescue, Hunter saw you from far, they swung at you, hope you don't die. I think that was in the game for a year about before they removed it. I don't remember anymore. I'm pretty sure if you go to Call of Abyss 1, you will find gameplay of it. It was 10, 15, 20% beings. It was 10, 15, 20. The chance of inflicting fall misfortune. 10, 15, 20. Yeah, RNG mechanics. They took it out, thank God. Everyone was so happy when they took it out. I remember the blue race car and John. They were so sad. They're like, no, Doomshock Photographer is gone. Photographer used to be the best hunter in the game, for reference. That sounds so bad to say nowadays that they played Photographer. Okay. I need to pick out a skin here. Or something. I don't even know. Huh? Pick out something. They're all so ugly, though. Oh, this one's cool. Bluebeard on Wild. I kind of like it. Or we could just go a hot skin. Psyche, did you see MST throwing during the finals of IBS? Don't think about it too much. Like, who cares? Alright? They're not a... I don't think they're a top competitive team. Alright? No offense to them, but that way when they look bad, it's like... It's nothing bad on their part. That's the way I see it. Psycho, what's up? Okay. This is a cool skin as well. Don't worry, I see you texting me, I know. Gamekeeper? I love this Gamekeeper skin, but the back of it is so bad. Alright, we're just gonna go this Opera Singer skin. I like the original Opera Singer, though. I feel like I would never wear this skin. How many H-tier and lock cards do you have? Good question. I actually don't know. You'd think I'd know, but I don't. We got two. Two Aeon lock cards. Hold up. Okay. Oh, is the game dead? Oh shoot, the game's dead. Okay, how to let my cat in. He was just meowing the past eye, I think. have to play Hunter. Let's play Opera Singer. Opera Singer just got a nerf. She swings slower. When she swings at air, she recovers slower. So that she's not able to go back into dash as quickly. Also, another big change. When she has full presence, she doesn't increase her speed and dash anymore. Oh yeah, I am funny. I am. You gotta laugh at that. You gotta admit that was funny. Dude, that was peak comedy right there. Oh no, this little devil's here. Oh my god. Oh no, she's running away. Don't run away. Why are you guys friendly? Are you AFK? Okay, it's not a bot. She could have pout stunned me. You thought that was funny? Show you my cat. He's really big now. He's 5 months old now. Dude, he just went in the toilet. His paws are wet. This is him. He won't leave me alone. When I stream, he's sitting at the door waiting for me to finish. When I'm eating, he goes up in my plate. I've had to get him off the table 20 times alone today. Oh my god. That was the nerf in effect right there. I thought I would recover faster and I was trying to swing again. Instead, all it did was just make me walk. Because I was pressing the attack button too soon. That's not where I wanted to go, but oh, that's so bad. Oh, we also lost a dash. Yeah, he meows a lot. He's a very vocal cat. But I've just been afraid to let him out. We let our big cat out all the time and she... I don't know what she does at night. I think she goes harassing the other neighbors' cats because she always starts up some fight. Okay, I know that's not a good thing, but... I'm sorry, it's kind of funny. The local cat is okay, I shouldn't say that. Terror Shock! Oh my goodness! You guys see how... Oh, he thought he rescued! Oh, I feel so bad for him. That happens to me, everyone. I mean, I played Rescue so much that it doesn't happen that often, but every, like, 1,000 games or so, I accidentally get off too early. Usually it doesn't cost me the rescue. Usually I can just rescue immediately right after. All it means is that the person immediately gets hit. Oh, that feels so bad. I feel bad for him. Bro, that's just mean at that point. That's just mean, bro. Yo, someone needs to kill this woman. Don't rescue her. Let her die. He said, yeah, we're just like you. Message retracted? What was the message, though? But the bees is gonna cancel the pussy. I enjoy what we have going on here. Oopsies, I thought that was a separate wall. What is Nello doing here? But the bees is gonna cancel the pussy. Bubba. Okay, I think we won. I don't think we needed to win. I think it was fine to tie, right? Tato? Tato? What do you mean? What's your cat's name? My cat's name is Miku. She does have a name! Oh my god. This is why I don't let him in here. Yo, did he break my headphones? Okay, no, he just pulled it out a little bit. I only heard one headphone working. Okay, now he's biting the headphones. See, this is why we don't let him in. Oh, also, I need to do turn merchant stream at some point, but the balance sheet just came out today, so I gotta do a balance change stream. But we're gonna do a turn merchant stream eventually as well. Thank you to, who was it again? Thank you from Cute Girl for sending me a gift here. So we're going to be playing Turn Merchant eventually. She's a good character. It's so sad because she's only good on like 2 maps. Why would you ever play her? I don't like the way Turn Merchant is. It's like she's either not that great or just stupidly great. Mikush is not cat in Polish. Mikush is an actual name. It doesn't like mean anything. It's like any other name. Like, what does Michael mean in Spanish? Nothing. You can say it in Spanish, but it doesn't mean anything. I know like religion's got something, but I don't count that. I don't really look at names having meanings. Name is a name. Seki got a cracked merchant trust. Michael Myers, for real. What about Michael Myers? Can we get a match? We got a match. Oh, did I actually win that match? Was I supposed to win that match to get the event done? Enjoying a beautiful bath with a burger at my side. Is this the American dream? Is this the dream that Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about? I have a dream? Okay, that's not, okay. That's not a good joke, Seki. That's not a good joke. You had to eliminate 1 survivor? Okay, we eliminated 2. It's Mikael. Do you mean Mikael? I've never heard someone say Mikael. Are we playing Spider? Dude, it's so sad. With Hunters, it just feels bad when you don't play Opera Singer. You know? Like, why would you play anything else? I need to get better with Warp. But Teleport is good, though. Oh, it is Ever Sleeping. Switch up the meme video. Why are they saving when critical after I kite 3 stars? Yeah, so. If it wasn't obvious, if someone kites 3 stars, you should absolutely save them twice. You guys will have... It's almost guaranteed to be a win at that point. As long as they start the next 2 servers get started pretty quickly. Man, I don't remember the spawns on Ever Sleeping. Me and the Hunter just ran into each other. Yikes, that's bad. If we can double team together, it'll work out. I really want to double hit together. Okay, she's running away, unfortunately. Why don't... Does she now want to work together? She doesn't want to double team, maybe? It would be way better to double team there. We would have gotten 2 hits right then and there. Okay. This should slow her down. No, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, come over here. Of course you got a perfume. Why wouldn't you? Okay. I don't know why you're standing there. Can you drop this pal for me? Okay. That was a hit. Okay. That was in fact a hit. Flywheel? I think that was a flywheel. I didn't even get a chance to see if that was a flywheel. Okay. We're actually not going to hit her because she doesn't have anything. What, you have a flare gun now? Too many people, you need help! My man, the game just started! What do you mean, too many people? Ping me one more time. Ping me one more time. Where are you? Okay, is there like a stay put I'm coming? Okay, I wish there was like a ping me again or something like that. There's nothing good. It's so bad. I think I hear someone decoding. Maybe not. We could get like a double hit here. Oh, we both missed. Okay, I hit, she did not. Well, I think we're in front of a building. Ah, that was a really bad warp. I should have walked a little bit further ahead. Should we camp this if she's not going to come back? If she's not going to come back, then I just better camp this. There's no point going after them. It's the same thing, just further away. Maybe we can get like a lucky Terror Shock. You never know. What are these statues? These statues are leading nowhere. Maybe we can get like a hit, but I don't think it's really worth it. Where did he go? I will absolutely hit you again. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, she almost went down there! Oops, wrong thing. Meant to do the other. Dude, these statues are wild. Did she really just use like all of her statues just for them? Uh-oh, some lag there? Yikes. We're not gonna use the win here, there's no point. If I vault a pallet, he vaults the window. He's gonna go backwards here. That's fine. He's essentially cornered here. Where are you that there's too many people? Okay, the owl does last longer than my wind here. His owl lasts 8 seconds, my wind lasts 5. He is on a cooldown though, so you can't use another owl. I wonder if I should chair a graveyard. Probably not. I really want to stay by the middle where we can pressure some ciphers. Okay, see someone getting chased over there? Okay. Nothing over there. Okay, if I knew that Paladin wasn't there, I would have just dashed one more time. I think this is also fine, though. Hold up. I'd rather go after someone who's injured, though. Okay, I think we will go back to the Seer now. One hit is okay. We also got a perfume out. Okay. I know you're here, bro. He's got a perfume. He's not using it. Dang, that's so annoying. He's gonna use an owl just because he's scared. He's not. Oh, okay. I thought he would. He'll use it here. He'll use it here. I know he has another owl. Wow, seriously? He still didn't use it? So does he not have another owl? I don't get it. Oh, we could get a no recovery. No, bro. His perfume didn't run out. We're so done now, because now he definitely has an owl. The shore wall's actually helping him too, unfortunately. We're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna chase him. It doesn't make sense. Dude, seriously? You don't deserve that. Oh my god, this cat. There's a reason I don't leave him in here. Okay, where is the cowboy? Is the cowboy not here? Let's also break this pallet as well. If we ever find the seer is dead. Mikosh! Mikosh! Okay, there's the seer. Oh, that was lucky. Found seer by doing nothing. And I missed seer. I don't get it. Does he not have an owl? What the? Okay. It's such a waste of your ability, but okay. Oh, she actually... No! Teammate. Okay, I need to help him. He's gonna rebound. Dang, that sucks. I was thinking maybe I should play around that, but it's whatever. We can still kill him. Doesn't really matter. There's a chair here. I don't really have time. Maybe I should break this Cornelius pal for my teammate. It would be really bad if my teammate gets kited here later. This pal will hurt Sculpture a lot. I'm just saying about my teammate. For me, that pal doesn't matter at all. It's just a one jump away. You gotta choose carefully what pals you break. Okay, we're just gonna camp the cowboy. We're just gonna camp the cowboy. Oh, I should have gotten pills during this time. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. We can easily catch up to the cowboy. That's why I'm taking the extra hits. Wow. A lot of people are getting rescued here. Is someone doing that cipher? No, no one's doing that middle cipher. Okay, I see someone. What the? Are you trying to football into me? Okay. Is he? Wait, he's also dead! Why would he do that? You know, guys, he was testing something. He was testing something. Just took a poo and I'm feeling good. Okay, maybe. Do you have perfume? You're not gonna rescue? Okay. He has a syringe, I think. Never mind, it looked like a syringe. He does have a shock. We won! Alright. BM warp. Oh. You want to play 2v8 Psyche? No, I was just going to do one match. Is the cat just meowing for no reason? I've become deaf to it at this point. The only time I'm not deaf to it is if he's meowing and I'm not around. Usually that means he's in trouble. Probably got himself stuck in like a closet or something. Go grab pills, I kept forgetting. Alright guys, I'm gonna close the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. So, this Weeping Clown dude, he's alright. He's alright. I guess he's not as good as I thought. Let's go look at that. Oop. Okay. Let's go look at that photographer match. Oh no, it might have already been gone by now. Oh no, it's already gone by now. I wanted to see if he had Hunt. Oh, he's 7 photographer. Maybe he has his talents open. Oh no, but he might have changed his talents. Okay, who do we go up against? This guy. He does not have his talents open. Dang, I forgot to go look at that match before it was too late. Man, I don't know if he caught up fast because Weeping Clown is not as good as I thought. Or did he just have Hunt, so it looked like Weeping Clown was not as good. That's like the one game that has me kind of confused. Every other game, we didn't really use the rocket to move around. It's really risky to do that. Even the Sculptor game that I was playing well with, there's a lot of luck involved. There's like... Oh, that's not the Sculptor game. There's a lot of luck involved. You gotta hope you swerve and avoid the statues. It's tough. You know, a good sculptor might just put a statue in your face. There's not gonna be a whole lot you can do about it. Definitely a scary hunter, though. Alright, guys. I'm going to close the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, go check out my other past streams. There's a playlist down in the description below. We'll be streaming Postman Buff. I think we'll stream Postman Buff next. And we'll do Firefighter Buff as well, even though I already play Firefighter a lot on this channel. We'll do Firefighter Buff as well. I really like his changes, especially the bouncing off the ball. That was a great change. Even 0.1 second, it feels almost instant now. Almost like an elbow pad. It really does feel more like an elbow pad than before. I don't know if it's going to be enough to save you from something like Blood Queen, though, because you still had to wait for the ball to inflate. So I still think there's a problem there. I feel like the ball should inflate faster as well. But anyways, that'll be it for today. We're going to play Postman next. Postman can stun the Hunter now. Like I said, every once in a while there's going to be like a Hunter who relies on a vault for you to do something. So every once in a while, you could stun them and then vault during the 1 second stun. So I'll be looking out for that. Seems a little bit situational. Postman's letters also aren't really that great. He was really only known for his decollator and his dungeon letter, and they nerfed both of those. Dungeon used to open 30% faster permanently, and now it's only 15% faster for 120. Besides also showing dungeon location. And then the decollator used to decode 20% faster for 30 seconds. 10%. 10% is not good enough, especially because you don't get the deco letter every single time. That's the only reason you're playing Postman, for the deco letter. I don't know. I like the Postman meta. I thought he was interesting. I never thought he was a broken character. He was an interesting character. He was cool. He wasn't too strong, but he filled a unique niche in this game, where it was like a kind of like a decoder, but he's also kind of support. Every once in a while, his kiting letter does save the game. Like, those window boost letters really are good for kiting. They really are. The dog will get decent value. It has a surprisingly fast cooldown, too, so... I like it. I like Postman. I like the idea of him. It's just his letters suck. I wish they leaned more into like the kiting aspect of Postman. So that a skilled kiter who knows how to take advantage of his letters, who will be able to do so really well. But right now, the only one that does that is the which one is that? I think it was the not Hope. It was the Farewell letter. You get a 40% boost, just like Windows Speed Boost. It's really good. It's essentially a second window boost without a cooldown, which is really nice. So I just think you shouldn't buff a character's main gimmick without buffing the other stuff. If you have a character that people are just abusing for one thing, don't just nerf that one thing and then leave that character be. That character was good because of that one thing. I'm glad they didn't like overkill Lawyer though, because if they put Lawyer as the like 10%, he'd be dead. He'd be dead. The one thing he's good for. He's not bad. He's not a terrible survivor. He's still pretty solid. You guys can definitely still play him if you want. Probably next to Composer. Hard to say who's the best decoder at that point. It's either Composer or Lawyer. It really might just depend on your area. If you're like Hospital, it'd be better to go Lawyer because you're not really going to need abilities. You're just slowly gaining stat increases while already kiting well. And you do vault a lot in Hospital, so the vaults add up. With Composer, it's kind of awkward. You know, you'll use your speed up to reach a pal, but sometimes you'll reach it before you use the whole boost, so you'll kind of like waste part of it. So it really depends. It really depends on the area you're in, which one is better. I'd say overall Composer though, a little bit better. Just there's more areas in this game that aren't gonna just make you single-handedly survive. Sorry, not more. Less areas in this game that are just gonna carry your kite. It's like a couple areas in this game like that. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out now. Is the cat on camera? He's like crawling all over me. Say bye to Mikush, everyone. Mikush? Mikush, don't... Oh my god, he almost clicked stop streaming. He smells like his litter box. Do you rub in that litter box? All he wants is he just wants to sleep on your stomach. Or for you to hold him. That's all he wants. It gets really annoying though. It gets really annoying. You'd be surprised. Alright guys. I'll see you all later guys. Yeah. We're going to do that Postman stream. We're going to do a merchant stream. We're going to do more Firefighter. And I'm hoping to see some more Cowboy. Because Cowboy now, they buffed Cowboy so that if the Hunter has an accessory to change their carry, it doesn't keep it anymore. You can actually turn that off so that it always puts the Survivor in the air. Which was so dumb because if Survivor had that, they would just turn around. There was nothing you can do about it. It was so dumb. Or even if they didn't turn around and they were still going in your direction, half the time it would just hit their body. It was so unfair. It was also unfair from a Hunter's perspective that depending on what Hunter you played, you were just relying on if your Hunter has the accessory. Right? Some Hunters just don't have the accessory. Other people can't afford every accessory to carry. You know, maybe if you main something like what's it called? If you main well, Feaster has a carry animation, but it's almost the same as the balloon. If you main like something like Axploit, but you don't have the S tier accessory, you're going to be at a much bigger disadvantage against Cowboy. So I'm glad they fixed it. Or maybe you're playing a character who just doesn't have a pickup animation. Like there's a couple of those, like Nightwatch. Maybe your Nightwatch just doesn't have pickup animation, so you just have an unfair disadvantage because the devs didn't add a pickup animation yet. So I'm happy that they made it fair for Cowboy for the Hunters that do have it, and it's also fair for the Hunters that don't have it. So it's not like you're picking a Hunter based off whether they have a carry accessory or not, which is so stupid. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.